into through Sunday, when we reported new cases for those 4 days, it was 77. So that is it's at best leveling off. That could be viewed as a slight increase, and we know in parts of the country the BA2 subvariant is starting to spread rather rapidly. And some of the information I saw was that but New York had a 92% increase in cases. So please, we would encourage people to get your booster shots. If you haven't made the choice to get the vaccine, please give that some serious thought. We have a lot of opportunities for you to get the vaccine.
Now, what's the new variant called again?
BA2. It's a subvariant of Omicron.
BA2. Okay.
I think that's the scientific name. They haven't called it Delta or Omicron or anything like that yet. So, but right now it's known as BA2. And it has so far, obviously, it hasn't been around a long time, so there's not as much knowledge on that as the others. But it seems to be very good at evading the vaccine. At least you get sick, the vaccines do seem to do a good job of keeping you out of the hospital and keeping you alive. But so that will reduce the severity of your disease. So it's really important to get that booster, so that if you get sick, you don't get as sick as you might.
Okay.
But make sure you do testing. The testing facilities are still open, and also there are the home tests out there people can get. So those are all considerations to be made, and if I still see a lot of people wearing masks in public, that's an excellent idea. Don't let anyone tell you that it isn't. And for goodness sakes, wash your hands.
Without doubt. And again, I still see people wearing their masks, which is a good thing, especially when I go into barbershops. A lot of industries are still being cautious, for their employees, but also to their customers.
Yeah, well, barbershop, you're sitting there by somebody, breathing in, breathing out. Somebody coughs. That's perfect opportunity to spread the disease.
So if you are still in sensitive businesses, for safety for yourself and not spread it to your family members, just in case you're working in close proximity, like barbershops, beauticians, cosmetologists, individuals like that, nail techs, individuals, or even fast food, restaurant, because you're still heading out the window or even across the counter.
Well, anybody in a retail situation is probably going to come in fairly close contact with people, but some of those, the estheticians, the barbers you're together for a while,
right? Right.
In the grocery store, buy your groceries. Most of them have a plastic shield, but it's still it's in passing there. You're not standing there, but the barbershop situation, beauty shops, the longer you're together, the longer you have an opportunity to expose them. So look out for the symptoms. If you think your symptoms might be something other than a cold or the flu, you should know, because the flu will hit you hard and fast. And there's still quite a bit of flu around. It's not, this is kind of like a late season surge in the flu.
So flu is picking up right now?
It's picked up the last few weeks, but it's not a horrible season, but it's much. Well, we have more cases in a week these days than we had all last season, when everybody was doing the COVID stuff a year ago.
Right.
But it's not a particularly bad flu season, but in comparison to what we have, it's still out there, and the flu still makes people sick, and it still kills people every year.
Right. As we move into spring, last week we talked about ticks, insects, mosquitoes and stuff like that, as far as what we should be watching out for as the weather get warm.
Yeah. Yesterday took care of those guys for a while. But yeah, we'll be I think it's June 1st that the health department starts monitoring for West Nile virus.
Okay.
We know that there are ticks and other insects out there that carry a disease, so make sure if you're going to be in a wooded area around tall grass, look out for them. As far as mosquitoes go, they're nuisance mosquitoes, so you don't want to get bit by them either. That's not any fun. But avoid standing water around your house. If you have a bird bath, big bowl for your dog to drink water out of, keep that fresh. Keep that stuff fresh. Don't let it stand. Pick up bottle caps, old tires, or something you don't want to have lying around, because that can certainly cause a problem for you. Mosquitoes love to get in them. They don't need a whole lot of water. If you have potted plants that are sitting outside, if water gathers in them, that presents an opportunity for the mosquitoes to breed.
Okay. anything else that we need to be watching out for in regards to our young people, especially, they're going to be transitioning more outside. We talked about lead last week,
Yeah.
some of those protocols. So, so we can stay proactive, y'all.
Yeah, please, if you live east of 72nd Street in older housing, if there's anything chipping, you see kids misbehaving, make sure that you take your kid, when you take your kids in for a checkup, ask to have them tested for lead. Because if you catch it early enough, there are things you can do to remediate the problem. But if an older home that has lead-based paint, and most homes east of 72nd Street were built before 1978 when lead-based paint was outlawed in homes, paint gets old, it chips, kids pick up stuff, put it in their mouth, they get dust off the paint, gets on their fingers, they stick their fingers in the mouth. We've all seen that. Happens a lot more than we'd like to see it happen, but it does happen. So if we could, lead can cause very serious problems in children.
Okay.
But we can be addressed. Another thing, a lot of imported spices or imported pottery and cooking dishes often are made with lead. They have different standards in many countries.
Okay.
So, there's been a lot of candy and imported spices that have lead in them.
Wow.
Well, yeah, so you got to, if you want to know more about that, you can go to our website, Lead Program. It'll have a list on it and people you can contact to see about that. Those are things I would never have thought of.
Wow. So, wow. Wow. Okay. So we got to make sure buy American. Buy American.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the labeling is really good on how good the labeling is on them.
Okay.
I just don't know that, but I do know that that lead is present in some of those products, and you don't want it in your kid because no amount of lead in a child is safe. And there are certain levels though under which it's at least manageable, not going to create major problems for them. But you really want something to be aware of. And we have our lead program. We'll be promoting that in the days to come.
Right. We got a question, Brother Phil, from one of the viewers. She asked, "Are they working on a 1-year COVID shot like the flu?"
Well, we aren't the labs that are doing the research, so I don't know. I know they're looking. I think that is something that we might well see in the future. Right now, a lot of our we're learning a lot as we go along with this one. Right now, the advice is that we get get your second booster shot. And I'm not aware of everything that's going on in the labs. That is something I certainly would anticipate, but I haven't heard anything official on it yet. Right now, the vaccine is still free and available, and I'll probably be getting my second booster today while I'm at work.
Okay. I know there's some conversation. You guys can come and have a seat. I know there's some conversation around that. I did see it on World News, but you can put that bag on the floor.
Yeah, I think people are anticipating.
I don't know if there's like you said, I don't know if there's any solid, because I think the CDC was the experts were approaching it cautiously.
Yeah, I believe that's something that we would anticipate happening. But they aren't there yet in terms of developing the vaccine because the virus keeps mutating. But that happens with the flu virus too. That's why you have a different flu shot every year. But that is something I would expect. I know we're anticipating that will happen, and we're working toward that. But the thing is, please keep track of what's going on. Is the BA2? It's in the Northeast, and we don't expect it to be like the Omicron surge, but we do anticipate that there will be more cases. It seems like if you see it in Western Europe, it's about 3 weeks before it gets to the East Coast, another 3 weeks before it gets here.
Okay. There are a couple health fairs coming up. I know NOAA is doing one next weekend. Are you guys
IRA does some great work there. I know we have people that talk to them and work with them. I haven't heard about that one yet.
Are you guys? I know there's one on the 23rd also. Another health fair is going to be on the 23rd.
Every health fair you can have is great. We were at the Black Family Health and Wellness last Saturday.
How did that go?
That went well. I think I've seen bigger crowds before, but there were a lot of people there getting. It wasn't just us. There were a lot of other agencies there that were providing information. We had some of our people there providing info on smoking cessation, STDs. The lead program was there.
Okay.
We were giving COVID shots. So
okay. Great.
Yeah. I think we had 5. I think we had people at 5 different booths. So
okay. Brother Phil, let people know how they can get in contact with your office.
Best way to contact us is the information line 402-444-3400.
The health department also Douglas County itself, it provide information on rental assistance. I think that's going to be restarting next month.
Yeah, that would be on the commissioner's page there, the
Mhm.
General Douglas County page. And if I don't, off the top of my head, because it's bookmarked, I don't remember what the email address. What the
Just
what-
go to
what
the
I-
website. Go
what
to the website.
I don't know what the address for the website, but I just Google it. Make sure you Google Douglas County, Nebraska, because Lawrence, Kansas is in Douglas County.
Yeah,
In Kansas, there's a Douglas County around Denver. I think there's one in Minnesota and
Wisconsin
Illinois
too, I
too.
thought.
I think there are like 12 or 13 of them around the country.
Right.
So we get calls. I got a call once about why did we shut down a particular restaurant in Minnesota? Got the wrong guy.
You got to reach, Phil. You got to reach, baby.
Yes, power.
Is there anything that we didn't discuss this morning? Any
No, just like-
alerts that we need to watch out for? Wind quality, air quality, because that's going to be a concern as more people start driving.
Well, when it heats up, yeah, sometimes they begin to moderate. The concern about air quality at this moment is some of the big grass fires that are out there, and they have the prescribed burning in northeastern Kansas. If the wind goes the wind blows in our direction when they're burning in Kansas, that can create some air quality issues. It hasn't yet, and of course we keep getting snow and rain, and then
Right.
So, but that is something to keep an eye on. We certainly will provide warnings about that because it doesn't often get this far north, but it can.
Okay.
It's been known to. And then also we have air quality issues from fires in Canada, Colorado, Wyoming. I mean, there are lots of other places depending on how large the fire is and how long it lasts.
Right.
We've seen days where the air quality has really deteriorated here very quickly due to fires and 500 miles away.
Yep. All right. Well, we will keep you guys in the know. I want to thank Phil and also Douglas County, because man, we've been doing this about 2 years now.
We have
About 2 years, and so I want to thank the health department for allowing you to actually do outreach. You know what I mean? Some people say they do outreach, but you guys actually do outreach, and so we appreciate you guys.
And we do now have some public health workers who are embedded in the community. They have offices within the community. We're talking about having some opportunities at coffee shops like Black Coffee.
Mhm.
I should probably call them before I say that, but yeah, that's something we're going to be looking into. I think next week we'll be at Willie Hamilton's Hungry Club. Some of us will be there to talk about what's going on
Okay.
at Big Mama's. So
Okay, cool. Well, man, our tax dollars are going for good things. Without a doubt. Omaha Health Department, Douglas County Health Department. They're trying to, y'all better leave my health department alone, y'all. Leave them alone. Brother Phil, man, you have a good day.
you do the same. Have a good weekend, everybody. And who are these fine gentlemen that showed up?
Well, I always invite people, Brother Phil, and then I forget who they are until they introduce themselves again. That's our practice here, because we want to be, neighbors, good neighbors. Oh, how you doing? How you doing? My name is Will. My name is Phil.
All right. Well,
So
have a
we
good day, everyone.
reintroduce ourselves every Friday, Phil and Bill. All right. All right.
Phil and Bill show.
Heck yeah, and that's what it is for the last 2 years. And hopefully, I know for a fact we have made a difference in the health of the metro area.
Yeah. And a lot of our programs are starting up again. We are having some limited outreach with the STD program, which obviously you couldn't do at the height of COVID.
Mm-hmm. Without a doubt. So we're going to keep you aware from A to Z. Bro, Phil, man, have a great weekend.
You do the same?
Get some sun, man. Get some vitamin D. I don't know how they get vitamin D in the pill, y'all. You better go outside and get some vitamin D.
All righty. We'll talk to you later.
That girl, Miss Side Hustle, Queen of Side Hustle herself. Brother Phil was asking about her earlier.
Yep. Martine is here. The Queen has entered the building.
Good morning, Phil.
Good morning. How are you, Martine?
I'm good.
You better get out of here.
Okay. I caught you just in time.
She did. Exquisite timing.
All right, brother Phil.
All
Man,
right.
have a good time with your grandchild this weekend. I'm gonna have a good time with mine.
All right.
Omaha, the Birds and Bluffs. That is my man Phil Rooney. He is a representative from the Douglas County Health Department, giving us the 411 on how to stay healthy. Oh yeah, without a doubt, baby. That is a love thy neighbor move. You can't get no better move than that. Barry Sanders, Dr. J, Michael Jordan, Phil Simms, whoever you want. You can't get no better move than the Love Thy Neighbor move. The health department has been doing this for the last 2 years. They've been loving thy neighbor. They've been just all loving you. All year, they've just been loving you. So today, again, is Black Friday. We encourage you to support, Black business. Oh, yeah, because when you support Black business, you support the total community. And again, I want to give shouts out to our senators, our great senators across Nebraska. Oh, yeah, from Chadron all the way to Dulles County that voted for monies to come to North and South Omaha, but also to poor census tracts across Nebraska. Without a doubt, baby, I want to thank everybody for all your passing that legislation yesterday. Shouts out to our senators, Wayne and McKinley, for negotiating, developing great relationships with senators, and then also giving and taking. My mom always taught me, if you want something, you got to give something. Oh, yeah, you just can't be all greedy. If you want something, you got to give something. All right? We got our next guest coming in, y'all. I'm going to get the camera all set up. All of them look very intelligent. They got the handsome on this morning. I'm handsome. We got 4 handsome gentlemen here and a queen. And so we're about to come back with you guys. Give us a break real quick. And, this young lady got the, she's going to get shouts out to her DJ. Man, you know that. She got Shiffy, y'all. Omaha, today is the April Fools. Watch out, y'all. Am I fooling you? Boss with.
And it's your #1 DJ, Mr. Soul. Yeah, she done cooked up in here. And it goes like. Shout out to my DJ. We about to run the streets like a relay. All about my cheese like I'm Green Bay. Packages coming in like it's eBay. Oh, and we know just how to get it all. You gotta deal with playing, you know I get it all. Hit the block and make it somersault. If it ain't about money, then I won't get involved. Look, make a call, he gon' get it all. Vacuum seal it, but we send it all. Yeah, I'm hot, no ethanol. Put a bag on his head, that's a problem solved. Ever get about a hater? No, not at all. Ever trust a trick? No, not at all. Hit a smooth lick when ain't got it all. Never ever been a worker, always been a boss. Catch me riding on my dolo. Trying to find a way to get some more dough. Oh, I think I found my mojo. And I ain't going broke no more. True. Got these little haters mad. Why? Cause I'm really in my bag. Right. Invest and make it double back twice. Just a younger living that fast life. Shout out to my DJ. We about to run the streets like a relay. All about my cheese like I'm Green Bay. Packages coming in like it's eBay. Oh, and we know just how to get it all. You gotta deal with playing, you know I get it all. Hit the block and make it somersault. If it ain't about money, then I won't get involved. It's that AAA hitter. My rolling like a skate figure. Right now looking like a steak dinner. Better leave before we take you off that plate hitter. Oh, and you don't wanna go there. Look around, ain't no goofies in here nowhere. Ooh, look, shout out to my DJ. Couple shows hit the road on the freeway. Oh, they showing love like it's V-Day. Every day is lit like it's my B-Day. You know I had to do this thing the G-Way. Cause they gon' wanna hear this song on replay. Shout out to my DJ. We about to run the streets like a relay. All about my cheese like I'm Green Bay. Packages coming in like it's eBay. Oh, and we know just how to get it all. You gotta deal with playing, you know I get it all. Hit the block and make it somersault. If it ain't about money, then I won't get involved.
Oh, yeah, that's my girl, Shiffy. Oh, yeah, she said shout out to her DJ. Man, I get goosebumps on that one. Man, I mean, Martine, we got so much talent in our community.
We sure do.
Male, adult child. I mean, we play even 6-year-olds. Without a doubt,
We sure do.
man, we play 6-year-olds. We actually love our neighbors. And then, Martine, I see some some high flyers. You know, I'm the greatest dunker. You know, I'm used to flying, Martine. You know, I'm used to flying.
You used to flying?
I'm used to it. You know, ask
Okay.
everybody. I just take off. But these brothers actually fly.
Yes, they do.
You know, in the sky, y'all. They fly actually in the sky. I just wanted to, you know.
Where else they supposed to fly?
Well, you know, I fly on the ground. Like if I'm afraid of heights. If I was a superhero, you know who I would be?
Who?
I would be Meteor Man.
Meteor Man?
Meteor Man flew low to the ground. He flew low to the ground because you know why? He was afraid of heights.
Well, all right.
I can't be like Shazam or
Safe.
Superman and nobody like that. Nah. I am Meteor Man. I'm flying low to the ground because I'm afraid of heights. Now these
Right.
brothers, and they actually they forgot his sister because the last time we connected, they actually had a sister with them.
Yeah,
Yes, I don't know why they didn't bring the sister because the sister was flying too.
a girl pilot.
A young lady. Yep, without a doubt, she was beautiful and everything. I said, "Hey, you fly?" She said, "Yeah." And she was little Martine. I don't know how she would get up to see see out the window.
Mhm.
But no, they had a whole crew there. We was blessed to go over to North High. They had a entrepreneur day. It was a business day over there at North High a few weeks ago.
Mhm.
Ran into these gentlemen. Of course, I like to brag off my neighbors.
That's
I like
right.
to brag off my neighbors. You know what I mean? Because shoot, man, come on, man. We got skill, Martine.
That's right. We gotta let people know.
We got skills. So I told him to come in, and the professor have been true to his word. Theodore. I think that's his name,
Okay.
Theodore. He got a very distinguished name.
Theodore.
Yeah, Theodore.
That's an instructor named Theodore.
Theodore. You know what I mean?
Professor Theodore.
Yeah, you know, with a name like that, Martine. You just it's like it just like it stops you. Theodore.
Theodore.
Okay. Is he at the door or what?
Or is he Theo?
What is it? Theodore. You
Theo
know?
on the other side of the door.
Right out. It could be a Theo. Shouts out to Bill Cosby. Yeah, I miss you, Theo. Give them their money, y'all. Give them their money. Bring Bill Cosby back. I miss Fat Albert, man. I miss Fat Albert.
Okay.
Come on, Martine. Bring Fat Albert back.
Turn the cartoons on Saturday.
Come on,
I
y'all.
show up
I mean, at least they solve problems.
in their heads.
Okay. All right. So these stars, they get their own noun, verbs, adjectives, prepositional phrases, all yes and predicates. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves because, oh man, I feel the greatness, and I wish I had their skill set, but I'm afraid to have their skill set, so I'm just gonna ride.
Okay.
I'll ride with them.
All right. Just ride.
You gonna ride with
Passenger.
them? I'm going to be a passenger.
No, I'm
with them.
driving. I'm flying.
You gonna fly?
I'm in the driver's. I'm a boss. I gotta stay in the driver's seat.
Okay, so you gonna be a co-pilot?
Yeah.
Because they know how to fly already. Do you know how to fly a plane?
No, not yet. But
Not yet.
it's gonna be quick to learn.
Okay.
You know,
all
I
right.
went to drone school.
You see, with your drone school, yeah, she does have her pilot, y'all. She has her license. She has a pilot license.
Not yet, but I'm working on it.
She got it, y'all. We call it.
I just got to take the test.
She's got to take the test. Sherry got the knowledge. She don't have to fly.
Yeah.
But we're gonna let this gentleman introduce himself because he brought his whole class in here, and I'm glad this brother. I'm glad I had the opportunity to meet him, and we want to have more pilots from this community.
Mm-hmm.
We want to let you know that you have the chance, you have the ability to be a pilot. Oh yeah, without a doubt, baby. Right here at the Boss.
That's right.
We let you know it ain't hard.
I went through a class.
You went to a class?
Pilot, yeah, drone pilot. That's almost like pilot class.
Yeah, it's
'Cause you had to learn the similar things.
a synonym.
And read maps and
It's a synonym, Martine. So it's in the same family. You're right. You're a
Yeah.
pilot.
yeah. I went to military. You know, I'm ex-military, so we had to learn maps and
A lot of stuff.
so a lot of that
I think they
came
learn
back
maps.
to me. That history,
Yeah,
learning longitude,
latitude.
latitude.
I think they learn that stuff too, don't they? I think they know
Pretty
that.
Sure they do. They have to read maps. Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, Martine, you are a pilot. My bad.
Okay.
Okay. Theodore, why don't you go ahead and go introduce yourself, big brother? Let everybody know who you are, who you represent, and how can we participate in your joy.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. My name is Theodore Johnson, or TJ. I'm an instructor at UNO in the aviation department. I'm also a second-year doctoral student pursuing my PhD in public administration. I'm here representing the UNO AI as well as UNO OBAP. And I have two students with me, our student leadership, president and vice president. I'll let them introduce themselves.
All right, all right. I'm gonna talk to that mic, big brother. Diaphragm.
Well, I'm like, whoa.
My name is Precious. I am a senior over at UNO Aviation Institute. I am the president of UNO OBAC. We're the organization of Black Aerospace Professionals. We're looking to increase minority in aviation, basically increase awareness and also guide people through the industry from for the first day we meet them just up to when they begin their careers.
Okay.
All right, well.
Yeah. My name is Alex Stocking. I'm a sophomore at UNO. Same as Precious, doing professional flight. Yeah, and we're just great for having you guys have us here.
Okay,
myself,
cool.
And us talking about something we're passionate about.
You're part
great.
of the BAT program too?
Yep. I'm vice president for OBAP as well.
Okay. Now, give us the acronyms again. What they mean again, Professor?
UNO, University of Nebraska Omaha, AI, Aviation Institute, and then UN, University of Nebraska, OBAP, Organization of Black Aerospace Professionals.
Okay. All right. So, but you're inclusive because my man, he is black. He is black. My bad. Yeah, no, he black. He black. Yeah. He black, y'all. Because when he go outside,
Gone and accept it just because he's not going. Yeah.
Yeah, you black. When you go outside and you get a little darker, oh yeah, you black. Baby. You black. All right.
Yeah, so our organization, it is all inclusive. We focus on increasing minority participation, but we recognize that we need allies, and aviation, is not exclusive to any race or gender, and the more the merrier. So we tell everybody, no matter your skin color, your gender, sexual orientation, we welcome you in our organization to help promote our mission of getting more minorities involved, and then also helping to address the workforce shortage within the aviation industry right now.
Man, I love
Nice.
that. I love that. Someone has to be the example of how God wants us to behave, regardless what name we have on our letterhead. We have to be inclusive because the best team is a diverse team. And what I doubt, and Martine run 5 businesses, and I know you deal with a diverse of individuals, as you move day to day.
Absolutely. And speaking of diverse, how diverse is as far as gender? Do we got some girls in the program?
We do. I would roughly say about 25% of our student body is female, but that is not representative of the industry. In totality, about less than 20% of females occupy various positions in aviation. Specifically with pilots, though, it's less than 5%, and black female pilots, is only about 0.5%.
Wow. So is there a initiative to recruit Black females in your program at UNO?
You're looking at it. UNO OBAP is one medium for that, and the AI is also engaged in diligent outreach, and we also have a Women in Aviation chapter that kind of parallels our mission, and we are just recently collaborating with them to do that.
Oh, nice. That's good. It's going to be great to see those ladies step out, Black ladies in particular. Our young Black aspire to be a pilot in some particular area. And then if you could break down those areas too, that'd be great to give them some ideas of how they would fit in. But it would be great for them to see those ladies. Do you have is it a graduation ceremony or something like that where we can see that play out, these Black girls graduating from your program? And then also, can you break down the different ways people can get in to aviation, different positions?
Absolutely. I'll let my students talk about the various occupations, but people are always welcome to come visit our graduation ceremonies that we have. But I guess the best way to really see the impact is just to come to our events. We have Black females in our leadership as well as in our student body in our program. So interacting with them is the best way to see and kind of hear firsthand of what they went through and what they're planning to do. And we encourage people to bring their families. The more support you have, the easier this journey is, because college is not easy by any means. To career, it doesn't get any easier.
classes? This is a curriculum that UNO provide, or is this an extracurricular activity that you get grades for?
So UNOBAP is a student organization.
Okay.
So it's an extracurricular activity. However, it is one facet of the Aviation Institute in which students can enter and select one concentration, being a drone pilot or being involved in UAS,
Mhm.
management, or professional flight, like the two students I have today. And we have diversity in all three concentrations. And I'm very proud to say that because it's not like that elsewhere.
Now, do you have a relationship with Eppley or Offutt in order to actually get into planes? How does that work?
So I'll let Alex and Precious talk about that since they are directly involved with that.
So, I'm talking that mic, big man, because I want people to hear you.
All right.
Come on up and talk to that mic so people can actually hear.
Yes, sir. So from the first day when you enroll, when you enroll in college for UNO, as an example, you enroll a UNO, or you say you want to get a bachelor's of science in aviation. Like you said, you have 4 concentrations. You have the US, you have the drones, you have the management, you also have the professional flight, which Alex and I. And when you enroll in the professional flight, from the first day of your classes, they want to get you flying as soon as possible. So we have UNO Aviation Institute. They have contracts with 2 flight schools, one in Council Bluffs and one in Millard. So you could choose whichever flight school you want, and you take the ground classes over at UNO, and you go to those flight schools to go fly. And again, from the first day, they could get you in an airplane with an instructor, and you start your flying lessons. So you work on all your certificates, licenses. You start with your private pilot's license. You continue to your instrument license. You continue your commercial pilot's license, your CFI flight instructor license, or your multi-engine license. So again, once you enroll at UNO, you could have 0 experience. You could never be in a plane, don't even know what a plane is. But once you start that first day, they get you in the plane as soon as possible, and they make sure that you are a proficient pilot, you're a safe pilot. So
Okay. So I'm a freshman.
yes, sir.
So my man, he's a sophomore. So by the time I'm a senior, well, what does that look like?
But by the time you're a senior, you're either probably working on your commercial pilot's license or your CFI license. I am currently finishing my commercial pilot's license, but by the time you're a senior, ideally you should be finishing your certificate of flight instructor's license. Once you get your flight instructor's license, that allows you to start teaching students who are like freshmen, sophomores, people who are also starting to get their own licenses. Again, when you're a senior, you start getting to that point where you can start teaching people how to fly. And so UNO takes you through that process.
Now, to get your license, you have to fly a certain amount of hours. Is that correct? It's
Yes.
not like taking like an actual test.
Mhm. For a private pilot license, which is the first license you do get is a student pilot's license. That just gives you a license that you're a student pilot. You can start taking lessons to fly. But once you work towards your private pilot license, I think the minimum hours is 40 hours to fly. You also, it's an FA, it's not a knowledge test. You also do have to, do some solo hours. You also have to your instructor has to know that you're proficient. Now I said 40 hours is the minimum hours, but typically students take about 60 hours or so to get their private pilot license. But once your instructor who's been teaching you how to fly deems that you're proficient, it signs you up for a check ride. You find either FAA examiner or designated pilot examiner. You take your check ride. If the examiner thinks you're proficient and you pass your knowledge test, I think the minimum passing is 75%. Once you do all that, you become a private pilot license. Now that allows you to fly as a private pilot, allows you to basically rent a plane, fly anywhere. It doesn't allow you to fly for money. You can't get paid flying, but it allows you, if you have anyone you want to take up flying, you can take anyone flying. So that's the first step you do get as a private pilot. Again, it's a private pilot. You cannot get paid, or the place you start getting paid is the commercial pilot's lane. But again, UNO guides you through the whole process.
Okay. All right.
Interesting. So you can't get paid as a private pilot, but you can if you're a commercial pilot.
Mm-hmm.
That's the goal.
Okay. Now you see, you work on the commercial.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now you can apply for jobs at Spirit United right now.
No, so there's regulations all about
That would be commercial,
aviation. So to fly for commercial allows you to fly for Part 135. Now there's all different regulations concerning aviation.
Okay.
It's, obviously it has to be very, very safe, and which is the ultimate goal.
Right.
But to start flying for the airlines, the Spirit, the Delta, the Envoy, you have to have 1,000 total hours of flying.
Okay.
Which is which is the air transport pilot's license. Now UNO gives you a restricted ATP that allows you to fly for start flying for airlines at 1,000. If you don't go to like a college or university, you start flying at 1,500 hours. If you go through the military, you start flying at 750 hours. But getting a degree in aviation allows you to start flying at 1,000 hours. Now, how do you get to that 1,000 hours? You do your training, get your licenses, but you also start teaching people. Once you start teaching people towards that
Your hours
1,000
also. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So actually, it seems like the most of the fast track is military, because you got less hours and they had more experience, probably because they've been in war situations or in high intense situations. They might have more reps. I don't know.
Yeah. But also as a flight instructor, for example, at the flight schools,
Mhm.
flight instructors, some of them are flying like 8 hours per day. So these flight instructors, it really
They
goes
rack
back.
up
They
the
rack
hours.
up those hours. Even I had one of our instructors was telling me how, as a flight instructor, he flew more hours, even more than he was in the military. So
Okay.
once you start teaching people, it goes faster.
Okay.
What's popular now is the drones and drone classes. Can you speak on that, or someone to let the community know they can get in?
I don't know
into-
much on like the UAS system just because I haven't taken any classes with that. But freshman year, my roommate, he was a sophomore and he was in that program, and he was actually looking to do the same path that I was with professional flight, where you're actually taking your degree and that's what you're doing. You're flying. You're learning to fly. But with the UAS system, he was doing that. He wanted to become a pilot at some point, but he was going through the Air National Guard route, and they're helping him pay for it. But because of that, he had to go through a UAS program and get a degree in that alone, and then he can move on to aviation in the actual like piloting part of it, I guess.
Mhm.
But I mean, yeah, UAS is a great system. I mean, yeah, in program that UNO has, it's the and stuff like that is just it's going up. I mean, more and more people want drones. You see them more around. I mean, Amazon's a huge for that, right?
Right.
So I mean, the need's definitely there. I mean, the need in aviation, like just itself, is huge, but especially that drone side of it.
So how's your program going for you? You're a freshman, right?
No, I'm a sophomore.
Sophomore, sorry,
Yeah.
sophomore.
That's not that bad, I guess. I mean, I'm taking a full like course workload, I guess, like full time. And I think I'm only taking like 12 credits. Most semesters I'm taking like 14 to 15. But I'm able to do that. Also help out with this program, OBAP as well. I have a couple jobs, so it's very doable. Yeah.
Okay, explain the BAC program, or it's a student OBAC.
Mhm.
OBAC. Okay, explain that program to the community. Maybe there's some UNO students listening that may want to get in the program.
Yeah, definitely. It's the again organization of Black aerospace professionals. Like my instructors TJ said, it's all inclusive. So we organize different events. Like during Black History Month, we brought like 3 highly respected aviation individuals, people already in the industry. We brought them to come speak to our members and also UNO students at large. We also had, people who attended the seminar from different schools in the country. For the Organization of Black Aerospace Professionals, like again, our mission is to increase minority participation in aviation and also guide people through that process. But we have seminars, just events that will increase exposure. For example, at the Omar North High School, we were there just to increase people's awareness of the aviation industry, bring them to know that this is something people could do. Most of the kids we talked to, they didn't even know that UNO had the aviation program. But the beautiful thing about just us reaching out to people and that creating that outreach is that we're letting people know aviation is not just about flying planes. There's there's UAS or there's UAM or binary mobility, which are basically like flying cars and flying taxis, which is something that's growing. But there's also there's opportunities to be an engineer in the aviation industry. There's opportunity to be a lawyer in the aviation industry. There's opportunity to be air traffic control in the aviation industry. So there's lots of opportunities, and the one barrier that's always been there for people is the money part, that flying is expensive. But again, there's lots of scholarships that through our organization we let our members know, we let people know that here's lots of opportunities. And the beautiful thing is now even more than before, there's increasing opportunities for scholarships and increasing opportunities to network for young people like us now. And the aviation industry is looking to diversify itself to make we want to make that a big representation of the U.S. workforce, but it's also looking to add more workforce into the industry, because people are retiring and things are changing. People are resigning. So we're trying to help the aviation industry bring more young people, more diverse young people into that industry, just to make it again a representation of the United States workforce.
Let people know what's your name again.
My name is Precious.
And Precious, where are you actually from?
I was born in Nigeria. My family lives in Minnesota, but I came to Omaha for school.
And what year are you in?
I am in my 4th year.
Senior. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Very, very well spoken. Man, I wish I was a senior in college.
Well, you just apply.
Man, I need
become a student.
And I already graduated though. I can't go back and get a bachelor's.
Just take this program.
I'm scared though. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm not afraid to admit it.
Can you let us know, either one of you, what type of jobs are waiting out there? What companies are hiring? Any of these industries, aviation, engineering, wherever?
Yeah, short answer is all of them. I mean, everyone's in need of workers and people to work hard. So the opportunity's there. It's just whether or not people actually take it and, give the extra effort to get yourself into that position.
What companies? What big name
I mean,
companies?
when you first get out, you can go for the FAA, which is just your Federal Aviation Administration. That's like all your regulations, rules, basically your enforcement of laws that people have to follow within aviation, I guess. But you start once you get your 1,000 hours. Okay, so it's your first year out of college, your 5th year, whatever. However long it takes you. You then look at applying for regionals. Some of your regionals are like your SkyWest, Endeavor, Envoy, and those companies are flying in smaller areas within the nation, and they're doing like a lot of your short routes. So like your Omaha to Minneapolis, or like your I don't know what else is going on. Omaha to Denver. Like a lot of those small little connections. And so that's where you would start out, and then you build hours there, build your seniority there, and then you just keep moving up from there. From first officer, which would be like the co-pilot. Then you're moving up to captain. Then you're maybe moving up to a bigger, more advanced plane, so on and so forth. Just keep moving on through the company.
Now, are they located at Epley by chance?
Yeah. So there's been a lot of pilot focus. There are other jobs in management as well as maintenance. Omaha, so any airport usually is hiring people, whether it be, to work for the specific airline as a customer service person, a maintenance person. JetLinks Aviation is a great place where our graduates usually go, and they're a cargo company, but they have a lot of support positions, aircraft dispatch, scheduling, things like that.
Okay.
But just to put some statistics to the notions we've made, within the next 10 years, Boeing, one of the leading aircraft manufacturers, has said we'll need at least 1 million new aviation personnel.
1 million.
Wow.
At least 1 million.
Okay, so no more basketball, football, baseball. We need, guaranteed jobs, and aviation make good money, right?
They do make good money.
Well, let's put the numbers out there. What kind of good money? What does that look like?
So air traffic control right now, if you want to be an air traffic controller, if you just have a high school degree, you can make anywhere from $100,000 to $130,000.
Oh Lord!
I'm changing profession.
Okay, hold on. And they just sit there. They sit down, right?
Well, they might get mad if you say that. They
Yeah.
do a little bit more than
They
just.
working out there, huh?
They fly too, y'all. They fly.
Precious, you wanted to say something?
Yeah,
add on to that?
definitely. Like we said, aviation. There's this notion that it's expensive to get into, but honestly, it's about you sowing into yourself. You putting some money for yourself to just you're sowing a seed to yourself to so that when you graduate, you start making that money. We have a program at our school with Southwest Airlines. It's called the Destination 225 Airlines. Basically, you could graduate, start working for one of Southwest partners, and within 3 years, you're making more than 100K. So, and again, as an airline captain, you see airline captains around that make 200K, 300K a year. So, they do make a lot of money. But talking about the opportunities and companies that are available to you now, I work for the Federal Aviation Administration, and they are hiring. They're looking to hire young people right now, especially in the STEM field. Even though if you're not directly in aviation, but if you're interested in anything, science, engineering, math, anything, technology,
Absolutely.
even as like he alluded to, maintenance as a year maintenance technician. I mean, aircraft maintenance technician. You could start working on airplanes. You could take college. You could take classes. I think Iowa Western. They offer classes as an AMT, and within 2 years you could have your AMT license, start working on airplanes. But if you visit your local airports, you could always find a job in aviation.
Okay, without doubt. And then also, I know Metro also teach sheet metal, which also is part of the building airplanes and stuff like that. So
Absolutely.
So there's various ports of entry into this.
Correct.
There are.
And it could be very lucrative. And
Oh, absolutely.
young people off on a great path
Correct.
as far as making money and just growing from there.
And you could always do anything in the aviation industry. I am a pilot, but when I took an internship with the FAA, I'm doing something totally different other than flying. So the aviation industry, if you don't like something, you could always switch to another thing. Even in the same industry, if you love just passion for aviation. So again, it's diverse. It gives you lots of options, and it's also very lucrative.
I am proud to meet you gentlemen again. We're going to continue to brag off you guys. I will need a voucher. I'm trying to go to Kansas City today. I was going to drive y'all.
You want to fly?
But I got some pilots.
You got some pilots. They can just get in the plane.
They need some hours, Martin. They need some hours. They need some hours. So I'm just fly me down to Kansas City.
It's not far.
It's only 2.5 hours.
You'll be there in 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's only 2.5 hours. I mean, I'm trying to help them. I'm
actually flying to Kansas City tomorrow. If you want to ride.
You have?
Let's roll, baby.
Before?
Let's roll, baby.
No,
That's nothing, huh? Nothing to you.
It's right over there.
Oh, yeah, right over there.
The hill.
Man, see over yonder.
See, 2 minutes, King.
I knew I brought them in here for a reason, Martin. They can take us over yonder real quick.
So again, mention the program at UNO. What's the name of the program?
Program.
Go ahead.
All right. Program is Organization for Black Aerospace Professionals with the University of Nebraska Omaha.
Yep. So I know we're giving you a lot of information. Simply, the UNO Aviation Institute is the mechanism to get exposed, and we are the support system, UNO OBAP, so that way when things get tough, you can have us to fall back on and provide you with some money and some networking to help you along the way.
Nice.
All right. See how Theodore, don't he talk like he's from somewhere? He's from somewhere.
The Theodore's coming out of him.
He's coming from somewhere, Martin. So,
So young people,
without a doubt,
this
man.
is another opportunity in aviation. Who wouldn't want to be in aviation?
Yeah, man. Hey,
That makes me proud when I even say that, or just even being a part of it remotely. I love it. And I wish I had been thinking like that back in the day.
it ain't too, Martin. You already fly. You say, come on. You got your drone and all that stuff. You fly. Yeah, you already started another profession already. I am so proud of you, gentlemen. Next time, we want to have you guys come back consistently because we want to make sure that how they push basketball and football and baseball on a consistent basis. We also got to push science, math, technology, flight, medicine on a constant basis. And then we need to make y'all heroes. Oh, yeah, coming out first pick. Oh, yeah, out of flight school, out of UNO, all year first round draft pick. Oh,
I
man,
had no
yeah, we need,
idea.
we need to do that kind of stuff before football, basketball,
Yes,
because
absolutely.
these kind of professions will create longevity for our families and create the commerce that we need in our neighborhoods, and so we can build wholesome families. Gentlemen, keep doing what y'all doing. Keep being the example.
Yes.
Head up, shoulder back. You know, when you walk on campus, I fly, y'all. Y'all on the ground. I flies.
Yes. Thank you.
Without a doubt.
Precious, Alex, Theodore. No. You got a new name now. We're coming in and sharing this with community. I never knew that UNO had a program like this, and let alone focusing on, you had a student program, so you had that support for those students that want aviation. And there's so many different, like I said, ports of entry. So if you don't want to fly necessarily, you could, be in engineering, the STEM, which is huge too, and still good money. Yeah.
Without a doubt. Have you guys had a chance to collaborate with Girls Inc.?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
On Saturday, this past Saturday, we collaborated with. We went to be mentors for Girls Inc. We're building DIY airplanes for just young middle school girls, and went out the mall, saw those airplanes fly. We had I think about 4 or 5 representatives from our organization, a couple more from the Women in Aviation. So we're looking to collaborate.
How did those young girls react? Because I my first TV set, and that's why I'm into communication, because I had my first time to go into a TV set at 13. How was the impression of those young girls?
I think for most people, when they first see something like that, it's like, I don't think I could do this. But the more, again, we were just building a DIY airplane. So the more we got into the process, the more we did it together, that they saw that they could do this. And the final joy was when they actually took the airplane they built and flew it. So those you could see in their faces like, oh, this is something I could do again, which is something we're always looking to do for people. We want to collaborate with different already existing organizations, and also just increase the awareness and opportunity for people.
Well, great. We'll have you collaborate. We're doing a Father Day concert, and we'll love to have you guys just do it. You know how they do the I need to fly over, y'all. Don't tell nobody I asked. I'm not one to gossip, but we need to fly over. We're important over here in North Omaha. We need to fly over. I don't care what kind of, it's a twin engine plane, single engine. It could be a propeller plane. It don't make a difference. We'll take it. We need to fly over. No, we're gonna have them come back. I mean, I love to brag off our neighbors, especially the greatness that you guys are exuding. You're manifesting your God-given talents, and also your conduit of opportunities for the next generation. Well, love to have you guys come back. We really do need a flyover, though. I'm not kidding. And I do need to go to Kansas City. So Theodore, tell us how we can get involved with UNO your organization, but how can we enroll in UNO? Because you guys are doing some great things. You collaborate well with Metro. All the hours of Metro transfer over to UNO, no problem. You guys are a good partner in our community, and I just wanted to brag off you, Theodore, without a doubt.
Absolutely.
What's your name?
It is Theodore. Theodore Johnson. So to get involved at UNO, first you need to go to the website, schedule a tour, and then you can come tour the AI, and also schedule an appointment with our advisor, Sarah Martin, and she'll kind of get you the information you need to get involved with UNO-BAP. I think Precious has something for us with that.
Yeah, definitely. We have our email, OBAPUNO, that's OBAPUNO at UNOMAHA.edu. So send us an email at any time. We're always checking that email. Again, most people, that's the way they communicate with us. That's the way they talk to us. And so once you send us an email, we'll talk to you straight away, and we'll find a way to get you involved. Again, the email is OBAPUNO at UNOMAHA.edu.
Yep, and you can also go to Google, type in UNO Aviation Student Organizations, and will pop up, and we have our contact information listed on the website. Student officers, as well as myself and the other advisor, Eric Taylor, who's also on the board of Girls Inc., So we've only been in existence really as a student organization for about 2 months, but we're already well entrenched. And I would like to really give kudos to our student leadership, Precious, Alex, Fatuma, Emmy, Malik, and am I missing anybody? Kayo.
All right.
Nice.
And y'all got some flavor too. You know, you're the example of love. All right, brother. Omaha, the Burbs, the Bluffs. Oh yeah, man, we love y'all. Shout out to UNO for developing conduits of opportunities for our young people, without a doubt. Theodore, I'm glad you've been proactive in making sure that your student have the greatest opportunity to succeed, without a doubt. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Oh, good question. I'm looking at your jacket. I love it. NASA is on there as one of the badges. Have you all been to NASA in Florida, right?
That's on the list.
It's on the bucket list. Okay.
It's on the list.
Cool.
Okay,
That would be a great field trip for students.
Yeah. So anyone got an aspiration to be an astronaut? I mean, what's the plan?
No. I respect what they do, but not for us.
Too far up.
Okay, that's too far up. Okay. All right. If you guys want to be an astronaut, you guys start at UNO first, though.
Right.
You
In
guys
the pilot program.
in the pilot program. Without doubt. Who else? Let me see. Anybody else? Aviation STEM opportunities. Miss. So we had to connect you with Miss Gamble. She works with a lot of young ladies that's in technology also. So make sure if you have an aspiration to be a pilot, it can happen. Mama, daddy, grandparents, if your kids are jumping off stuff, they're not afraid of heights.
No, and they got a lot of energy.
Now, you do have to be a freshman to be involved in your program, correct?
No, we accept all grade levels.
What?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So teachers, if you're looking for your students to and get engaged with, make sure you guys get in contact with Theodore over at the aviation department at UNO. Let's introduce our children to something new. Like my man Precious said, those young ladies didn't think they can do it, but by the end of it, they knew they can do it, without a doubt. And we got to start introducing our young people to different things so they can start manifesting their God-given abilities, without a doubt. Martin, anything else you want to say?
Is there an age requirement for? I mean, like, is there age cutoff to be a pilot?
You can get your private license at the age of 17.
17, and then is there a cap on it?
Military. I mean, you have to pass like a medical. Are you talking about like how long you can do it for?
Yeah. Can you be 70 and get
for airlines? For airlines, you can fly until you're 65, but flying in general, I guess, like general aviation, there is no cutoff. You have to be able to pass medical exams, and as long as you can do that, then you're all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, great. Well, we have the talent right here in the community, y'all. So let's get it done. There's no more excuses. There's conduits of opportunity almost in every spectrum, from Metro to UNO that's providing those opportunities. Omaha, we got some more guests coming in the building. We're gonna take a short break real quick, take some pictures. This next, she's from Central High, baby. Oh, y'all love this song. This song is called Hot Like Summer. God, bring the heat on, y'all, because it was cold. It snowed a couple of days.
Yeah.
We need some heat, y'all. Boss with us.
Baby, yeah, I'ma do what I wanna, white steady, tryna wipe it down. I'm getting money right now, need no love ties holding me down. Baby, I'm hot like summer, yeah, I'ma do what I wanna, white steady, tryna wipe it down. I'm getting money right now, need no love ties holding me down. Baby, I'm hot like summer, I've been on the move, road running, ain't on your cause for nothing. I've been on my grind, yeah, can't kick it, baby, so I ain't got time. You said you love me, would you still be if my money ain't right? Tell me the truth, baby, talk to me nice. Think that I'm holding in the back of your mind, chasing these millions, ain't chasing no dimes. Love won't pay the bills, love like mine get you pills, so I'm careful who deal with me. I'ma catch a case if you ain't really for me, shooters even better drill for me. Fake love, yeah, I'm starting to feel it. Gotta split the block, someone snitching these stitches. And if we get money, don't speak how we did it. Can't roll with nobody who ain't with it. If I with you, we running up digits. Can't stop at 6 figures, I'm a million, baby. I can't be your little baby. Baby, I'm hot like summer. Yeah, I'ma do what I wanna, white steady, tryna wipe it down. I'm getting money right now, need no love ties holding me down. Baby, I'm hot like summer. Yeah, I'ma do what I wanna, white steady, tryna wipe it down. I'm getting money right now, need no love ties holding me down. I need somebody who really about it. My own should drive, I carry my black. They running their lips, but ain't really on shit. I told you once, don't speak what I did. It's a dead mouse in the trap. You play with my cheese, you this black. That's how you silence a rat. You making noise, tell the truth, you ain't speaking the facts. Babe, I'm gonna keep it 100. Would you rather have me tell you a lie? Giving you options, you gon' love me or not. Hold on to the thought while I handle this drop. Babe, I was gonna be right back. You didn't understand that. I had to hang up these racks. I'm not your typical catch. I like rich sex in the back of the Phantom. Stars on the ceiling. Been a long day, me good. How you been, boo? Ain't tryna argue about these. Stay busy on the road. You see that I'm here with you. No, I ain't tryna argue about. Stay busy on the road, you know. Baby, I'm hot like summer. Yeah, I'ma do what I wanna, white steady. Tryna wipe it down. I'm getting money right now. Need no love ties holding me down. Baby, I'm hot like summer. Yeah, I'ma do what I wanna, white steady. Tryna wipe it down. I'm getting money right now. Need no love ties holding me down. Holding me down. Need no love ties that's holding me down. If I run it up, you gon' stick around. If I run it around. Your love ties that's holding me down.
All right, oh man. Boy. You know, I'm afraid of heights, but when I saw those young brothers, you know, over at Martin Luther King, North High School, and you know, I like to see great things. You know what I mean? I like to actually brag up to my neighbors. You know, some people don't want to, you know, clap for their neighbor or clap for someone that's manifesting their God-given talents. But I grew up like that. That we loved our neighbors.
Yeah, facts.
For real.
Absolutely.
Because we all knew that we needed each other. And so we need to get back to that same philosophy because we still need each other.
Facts.
And those young men, oh man, they inspired me. They inspired me. Now, I am the greatest dunker, so I am used to flying. But I'm on ground level. They way up there. So if you have a young person that has that aspiration, that dream, or if you don't know what they want to do, just go take them, just introduce it to them. You never know what can happen.
Yeah, I think we should expose our students, our kids, even at a young age, to different things that you don't normally see. This was different. Have you ever thought, as an 8-year-old, have you ever thought about being a pilot?
Right. You know, they fly all the time with their planes and helicopters. I know my grandson. He fly to every car and everything. You know, everything's about flight.
They love that, don't they? They love, you know, controlling the little thing that makes your toys fly or whatever. But have you ever thought about, you know, I want to be a pilot when I grow up? Are we saying that? Is that an idea in those children's head?
We have to put those impressions in their head. We give them a basketball, football. I haven't brought my grandson a basketball. Well, I have one because I have one. But I'm not really pushing athletics yet. I'm working on his speech right now.
Okay.
And learning right now.
At that age, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I see your parents pushing out 5-year-olds to play basketball, football. It's gonna be the greatest thing.
Let's push how we can use our mind to make money instead of our bodies.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Because you could get injured and be done.
Yeah.
For the rest of your life.
Happens every day, Martine. And since I'm 57, all the way to heaven, I'm not trying to go to heaven yet, God. But I feel those injuries. You know, my ankle, I fractured my ankle. My knee, I had a surgery on my knee when I was in college. So all those injuries I feel it now, really. And so I don't know if I want to push my grandchildren to athletics because I know what the wear tears on our body.
That's right. But we're so smart and intelligent. Why not use our mind instead of our body to get things done or go into a profession where it's not physical? Not to say that that's bad or anything. It's not. We're definitely going to need people in those areas. But if you have an option and you're talented and you're brilliant and God gave you this exceptional, you know, skill, maybe you're very good in math, you should be going towards those type of industries where it requires those skills and make a lot of money.
Yeah.
And you're a lot healthier, and you're manifesting your God-given talent. I tell everyone, you can expect everyone to be against you, but when you start manifesting your God-given talents, no one can stop you.
That's
And-
right.
Period.
Understanding that you can have multiple talents, right? Because you could be an athlete and still be a scientist.
Yes,
So it's
yes.
like, how do you use forms like that attract us? Non-traditional ways of teaching people about chemistry and physics through basketball or football.
Come on, doctor.
There's so many other avenues and multiple avenues. We got to stop talking to our kids like you only get one talent, you only got one gift.
Right,
It's like
right.
how we teach you to manifest all the things that you might be great at.
Right. Well, and I brag off the student athlete because I'm a student athlete because we did multiple things. We had to study.
Yep.
To be on the court or field. Well, of course, we had to practice.
Yeah.
So we got home later than other students. So we were well disciplined, and then we had to be there for class again.
That's
and
right.
do the cycle
Be
all
right
over
back
again.
up.
All over again.
And so like you said, you had to have the ability to give us different talent
That's
and
right.
skills.
Right.
And so Omaha, you know how the stars are. She just introduced, she just got into the conversation.
Yeah, she just jumped right in.
Our team. What are you Omaha Stars, boy?
They be taking over.
I ain't mad at them. I'm from Omaha too. You know what I mean? That must be our nature or something. By any means
Jump in.
necessary. You know?
Jump
Right.
in.
Come on, Malcolm.
Get in where you fit in.
Right, You know how these stars are Omaha. They got their own nouns, verbs, adjectives, prepositional phrases. Oh yes, and predicates. Oh yeah, and she's beautiful too. She came up the stairs. Oh, I said, everything stopped.
Yeah.
Y'all making me blush.
Got a
Everything
queen
stopped.
in the house.
Everything stopped. And they went back to slow motion. Oh, I'm gonna let her introduce herself. We'll get right into a dialogue because we got greatness coming in this Friday. We Friday. We encourage the community to support Black business because Black people support your business. We just want to reciprocate.
Yeah.
Just reciprocate. Shouts out again to our great senators all across Nebraska. Ching, ching,
Ching. Cha-ching.
Go ahead, introduce yourself, Mademoiselle.
Well, what's up, everybody? I'm Dr. Cheryl Ingram. I am the CEO and founder of Inclusology. I'm the founder of a company called Diversity, and I also have a production company called Courageous Productions, born and raised in Omaha, and currently have moved our headquarters for our tech company here right down the street.
Okay. See, I like that. See. She said tech.
She's in tech.
She said tech.
Tech. Tech.
Martine, she got about a 5 job like you.
She just laid them all out.
5 businesses just like you. Yeah, she a doctor. We love doctors around here. That means they have just some blood, sweat, and tears.
Yes.
Doctor. What kind of doctor you are, doctor?
I am a doctor of education with a specialization in diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Okay, that's a lot of syllables.
Let's say your name again.
Cheryl Ingram.
Okay.
So what brings you here today, Miss Ingram? Because obviously you got several businesses.
Yeah.
We're gonna to bring you back
Yes.
because you got a lot of stuff going on. We are in tech. We just got to talk about an area of tech, aviation.
Yeah.
You need technology, you need computers, you need all that science in order to propel.
Come on.
It took Black women in order for us to get to space.
Ooh,
Shouts out to God. Black woman.
Come on, Pages.
So why are we graced with your skill set today?
Yeah, well, first of all, thank y'all for having me in this space today. I'm here for a couple of things. So, again, born and raised in Omaha, and I recently just started a tech company called Inclusology. And I am very focused on building Black generational wealth in North Omaha.
Go ahead.
Okay.
And so what I'm here advertising today is one of many things, which is we're doing a talk with the Blue Barn Theater on April 20th at 6 p.m., which is downtown, about authentic intelligence. And what I'm speaking about is how we as Black people have been very creative and inventors over time. And what does it look like to take our Blackness and create something beautiful? And all the things, the good, the bad, and the ugly of who we are, and the greatness of who we are, and incorporate that into technology or whatever it is you're creating, because we've been doing it for years, but I don't think we message that enough about the power of creative Blackness and what it looks like to build something beautiful.
Wow, that is huge. So give us your background. Where you been? I don't know you.
Yeah, so I went to Benson High School, graduated from Benson
What?
in 1999. Go to class of 99,
Oh,
Bunny.
bunny, Benson bunnies,
And running rabbits, you know.
running rabbits.
And then I went to school in New Mexico. I happened to go to New Mexico with a group of friends. We went down there at the time because a friend of ours went down there to play football at New Mexico State University.
Okay.
And I got my 3 degrees at New Mexico State University.
Hmm.
And
So you went out the country for college?
no, it's in the country. It's
Yeah,
right
New
by the
Mexico.
border.
Mexico.
though.
Oh,
New
okay. I thought you
Mexico,
said
yeah, right by
Mexico.
Texas. No,
I
but
was
I
in Mexico. I thought you was over there.
And I've started working in multicultural education when I was a freshman in college in 1999. I was working in department programs, which was in like Garcia Annex. Because, you know, in higher education, when you go to a predominantly white institution, they tend to take all the marginalized population and put them in the same building.
Mhm.
Right. And so it was all in the multicultural center. And I was working and I was realizing I went down there with 13 friends. Only 2 of us graduated, all of us Black.
Mhm.
And some people, you know, the world is so quick to say you dropped out of school, but they don't think about how institutions push us out.
Mm.
And so, you know, I saw that freshman year. And so when I went to grad school, I was studying at the time what it looked like for leadership to push Black students out of institutions, nonprofit higher education.
Hmm.
And my doctorate ended up actually being, my thesis is about how higher educational institutions push out Black students from academic and social settings due to white supremacy.
Mhm, mhm.
And so from there, you know, I did my thesis on that. I followed 9 Black students around, thinking about my own story. And I'm born and raised in North Omaha, y'all. Come from, you know, poverty. And it's just an interesting story to see how hard we had to fight to get an education that should have been our right.
Mhm.
You know?
Right.
And so
Absolutely.
after going through a number of incidents of racism and just seeing institutional racism, even being born and seeing it here in North Omaha, you know, my first interaction with racism was with the police and seeing them almost kill my brother. At the time, I was 7.
Wow.
And I'll never forget it. And so it seemed like every stage of my life, I was seeing extreme racism and the impact of it in our community, whether
Right.
it was education, whether it was in our non-formal communities, et cetera. And I was like, and you know, you get to a point where you start to ask yourself, why is Blackness seen as wrong? Like, what is it about Blackness that the world, you know, seems to have such an issue with?
Right.
And I even struggled at times with what does it mean to be Black? Like, what does it look like to have Black pride and learning about Black history? My mother used to keep us in the African-American bookstore across the street from the projects on
Yeah, kid.
3rd. Growing up, you know, I saw Black Cinderellas. I learned about the institutional or prison complex, you know, and it was just like, damn, here I am again in education. It's the same thing, but we're supposed to be free. What does that even mean?
Mm.
And so I ended up I started college in computer engineering. And so I had my minors in math because I used to be in gifted STEM programs, which kept me out the streets when I was in elementary school. And I let an advisor talk me out of it because I failed science class one year. And I let him talk me out of STEM because I was going to lose my scholarship and couldn't afford to pay for college.
Mhm.
So he was like, you know, go into a profession that's easier for you, that'll get you out of here quicker. And I was, you know, didn't come from a background of people with
Mhm.
college
Yeah.
degrees. So my mom was like, well, we can't afford to pay for college. You got to do what you got to do so you can stay, or you got to come home. Like, which option you going to pick? And so I ended up going into communication studies, math, and education. And then fortunate enough, they say when you have your calling, it never stops calling you.
Mhm.
And so when I graduated undergrad, I ended up moving to Seattle. I mean, when I graduated with my PhD, I ended up moving to Seattle. I applied for 444 jobs. I got 2 interviews with a PhD and a number of different accolades. And I was just like, you know, all right, I'm eventually have to make my own way. I started to realize I'm gonna have to be my own boss
Without a doubt.
if I want to see
Mhm.
equity in the world.
Mhm.
And, you know, after going to Seattle is one of the most passively aggressive, racist places I've ever lived. And it's one of the whitest cities in the US. And I was like, here it is again. I was like, gosh, it's just, you know, when I went to Seattle, I went on a AmeriCorps Vista program because it's the only job I could get at the time. And I ended up teaching outdoor students about diversity, equity, and inclusion. And I was like, this is the whitest diversity program I've ever seen. And I said that to the director. And I ended up not staying. I was like, okay, here I go again, fighting whiteness, trying to figure out my space in the world. So I was about to leave Seattle, and I had been applying for jobs while I was there, and I ended up getting into a tech training program where I was the head of academics, and I was training technical professors on how to institute cultural wealth into curriculum for non-traditional students.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Wow.
I was designing tech curriculum, quality assurance, software development, and different IT certifications in networking because I had tech.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, all right, I'm on to something here. But even in that program, I was killing it. Like I was bringing in more underrepresented populations. We was doing a great job. And women, Black and indigenous people of color, LGBT populations, immigrants, disabled people, etc. The challenge was I could get them in the program, but the culture wasn't designed for them to stay. Right. And so, our students were graduating, they were doing great, but 70% of our Black students weren't. And I was like, here I am again, third year in this program, Black students still struggling. And that perpetuates this. How am I going to change it? It's like, you got all these degrees, and my mother, she raised me. You don't forget where you come from. Don't you ever forget North Omaha.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, all right. And so I used to, on my lunch break, I would go to a free business program and learn about how to start a business because I didn't know how to start no business, even though I came from entrepreneurs. My grandmother was a community activist. My mother was a daycare provider, and I was just like, you got it in you. You just got to figure out how to nurture it, right? Because a lot of people around you not teaching you that. So I ended up launching my first business. I quit my job. I was big on data. I was like, I'm going to find a way to take data and create equity in the workplace, fairness in the workplace. Here, 6 years later, here I am with a tech company that's designed to reduce bias and increase retention of underrepresented populations in workplace culture. And so that's how I got here.
Wow.
Long story short.
Now, so what you do now then?
Yeah.
I mean that's a lot of stuff.
So I do a few things. I'm CEO of Inclusology, which is a software as a service here in Nebraska. That's the only all-in-one diversity, equity, and inclusion management platform. So you hear people talk about DEI in a very superficial way. They're like, we're going to start this DEI program. It's going to be great. We're going to create equality in the workplace.
Okay.
I'm a person standing behind you with my arms crossed that's like, no, you're not. You're not going to change racism with a program. Right. Like if you want to really break down institutional oppression, you got to break down the system that's causing it and then rebuild it. Right. You got to get rid of it. And so what Inclusology is designed to do is assess the problem based on demographic identity and look at how people experience the workplace based on employee qualitative and quantitative data. Mm-hmm. And then it takes that data, it ranks your workplace and shows you how you're performing in certain areas among certain identities, and then it recommends solutions. And we also have e-learning in our platform, so you can go on there and learn about undoing racism, et cetera, undoing bias in the workplace.
Interesting. So is this more like a behavioral type of software?
Yeah, it is. It does. It diagnoses behavior and then teaches you how to change it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So when you go in the workplace, and if you see there's no Black management, the software analyze that versus mid-management versus entry level.
Yeah, it analyzes every level. So we assess every level to see who's represented. Because we're usually in entry level, lower level jobs. Right. And so it's also designed to teach you how to get people who are underrepresented through the door, but also how to put them on a trajectory to advance when they're there.
Attract.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Attract and retain.
So did you develop this methodology?
Yes, I did.
It's about man, we bad.
Was it
We
through
bad.
your
We
thesis
bad.
in college that you learned the dynamics and that's what you pulled from?
Yeah.
And what do you remember what stood out to you when you did your thesis? Because it was regarding remind the people again.
Is how educational institutions push Black students out of academic and social settings.
Give me an example, because I can use an example of what I experienced at college, because they wouldn't put my picture in the Fremont Tribune, even though they're right about me. And when you mentioned that, all those experiences came back to me as far as how they try to push me out, because I was vocal, intelligent, but also I stood up to racism. I stood up to racism. You don't scare me at all.
Yeah, same.
At all. And so, what are some of your examples, and how did you intelligently combat it?
Yeah. Yeah. So one example is the lack of representation and how white professors tend to not create cultural value for Black students. And so I call that like coercion. Doesn't include us, and when we don't see ourselves, you either force us to try to assimilate or you push us out for not being like you.
Right.
Right. It's like if I go into a philosophy course, and my background and my cultural capital and wealth teaches me differently from what a traditionally white philosopher might say, and I argue that, and you fail me in that class, it's not that my stuff isn't relevant. You just chose to render it invisible based on what your scholars look like, because they look like you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't see myself in this history book. I don't see myself in this philosophy book. And y'all have no intentions of creating funding for African-American curricular courses. You know, so it's like you've created white supremacy in education by creating invisibility of us.
Right.
And if I try to fight that, I'm gonna face consequences. Right. And even when you look at like an advisor, when you go to talk to an advisor, some of the research that we found, I followed these 9 Black students, none of them graduated STEM. You know, like they were pushed into, and I'm not saying there's anything against the cultural arts or fine arts, etc., but they were pushed into roles like sociology, you know, education. Like it was like there wasn't much of a trajectory created for Black students. And when there was, most of those programs were dominated by people from foreign countries, even.
Yeah.
Whose English, whose first language is not English. If I'm a person that come from North Omaha, all I know is English. I go into a course or I can't understand. It's hard for me to be successful in that course.
Right.
And especially if you send me to a tutor who I don't understand.
Right.
You know?
Now, do you businesses, are you working, is your main objective is to work with corporate America to change their philosophy, their business philosophy, and so they actually will increase their business? Because once you get more diversity, it has been proven scientifically that your dollars will increase. Is that the type of philosophy when you go to we call it majority business or European businesses? Yeah.
So when you go into what our philosophy is that if you increase diversity, you treat people well, it's going to accelerate your product, right? But I'm also building in a program for social impact that teaches our community how to start your own business. Because understand, even, and I say this transparently, when you go into those businesses, it's going to take them a really long time to figure it out, right? Our platform accelerates that. Like we've done in 9 months what it takes people 3-4 years to do. But
in terms of what? Scaling the ranks?
Yeah, like scaling the ranks, increasing recruitment, decreasing discrimination, right? Advancing different people. We've done that in 9 months, where it's taken 5 to 10 years for people to figure out some of those things. And that's what technology does, is it speeds it up. But even then, there's so many companies that have been around for decades that have white supremacy ingrained in them. And that's harder to undo.
Right. So we had this famous civil rights lady. She was probably 80 some years old, probably 70 something. She recommended that we develop our own parallel infrastructure. So forget trying to tear that system down, build our own parallel. So if it's an insurance company, we build our own. If it's a railroad, we build our own. So we don't fight that institutionalized racism. Is that your philosophy also, or are you trying to implode it? Because like you're going with the implode methodology to the business, influence the business, and implode their old ideals and usher in new ideals.
I'm trying to do both because and I say this very humbly, entrepreneurship is not for everybody. Right. And some people want to work for other people. And I would love for our people to work for our people, but also understanding that you can go work for other people. But I want to make sure that you can do that. And if you go into a workplace, you don't have to fight so hard to be seen as a human being. Right. So it's like I would love for us to build our own infrastructures and have our own communities that are accelerating and growing and scaling and creating generational wealth. But I also understand you can do that in someone else's business. I just want to make sure that if you make that decision, you get the best treatment possible.
Exactly.
How can people get in contact with you?
Yeah, you can hit me up. I'm Dr. DRCI official on all platforms, Twitter, Instagram. You can find me. You can also find at Inclusology, which is INSLUSOLOGY, where Inclusology is on all platforms, and it's just Inclusology. So y'all can get in touch with me. Come follow me on Instagram or check us out. Check out Inclusology on all platforms.
You got anything coming up?
Yes. So 20th, I will be April 20th at 6 p.m. I'll be at the Blue Barn Theater doing a talk on authentic intelligence, the integration of Blackness into technology. So y'all come sit and check it out so you can hear about the history of how we've invented great things and also how we've been excluded from institutions and how I'm so far over that and ready for Blackness to have its own place in the world and seen as relevant.
How long is that presentation?
45 minutes. And it's actually a presentation that we're creating and turning into a documentary. So you can come be a part of our documentary. It's actually for filming. And it's my own TED Talk because, you know, they wouldn't let me in the TED Talk. And I'm a person when you don't give me opportunities. They wouldn't accept my topic. I've pitched it every year. I pitched it every year.
Way. You know what? I've been, man, God working. I'm sure. See, we got God in all. I got a thought. You know, I've been wanting to develop an environment where, you know, where William J. Buckley and the great James Baldwin would get together and debate on certain topics, similar to what you're talking about, TED Talk. We can create that. I got some money, Lord. I got some money. Yes. We're gonna make it happen. Yes, but I really want to develop some, because we really got to focus on intelligence versus, like we talked about earlier, bodies.
Use our minds to get things done.
But so how did you get here, Martine? Did you know her?
Someone reached out. Her publicist reached out to me.
Okay.
Her publicist reached out to me and said she would like to be on your show.
Okay.
I said, okay, let's make it happen.
You know how you know about us?
I found out through her, through Crystal.
Her publicist.
Yeah.
Okay.
She said, you got to go on 95.7, the boss. I said, what is that? She said, I got you. Don't worry about it.
Okay, well, thank y'all. See, that's a Love Thy
Crystal
Neighbor.
follows me on social media, so she reached out.
Well, thank y'all for the Love Thy Neighbor move. See, this is how we actually help other neighbors by highlighting our neighbors.
Yes.
So you got conduits of opportunity that our people can utilize.
That's right, y'all. Y'all come see me. We trying to create some internships for the summer. I'm in the process of working to create an investment firm that invests in Black businesses.
Okay.
I'm really putting my foot in it. And you asked me a question earlier. I don't know if I got to answer it. Did you? What'd you take from your thesis? And someone's asking, is your published writing somewhere accessible to the community? You could go on Amazon. I have 2 books on Amazon. The thesis is called Soulful Words. And you just look up Cheryl Ingram, Soulful Words by Cheryl Ingram. That's my dissertation. And then I got a book that's just about DEI thoughts. And I think it's called Mindfulness.
Man, we got some smart people around here.
I got, the trigger for me is interesting. When I was in high school, our African American history teacher, Lonnie Tapp, showed us roots. And I never forget it, because I was like, why I'm watching this long ass documentary, like this thing in high school. I paid attention, but I was like, wow. And then when I was in my master's first doing my thesis, I was sitting at a table with the president of our organization, the governor, superintendent, and I was doing data on why Hispanic students leave secondary education and how much that costs the economy. And as I was sitting there, it was one of my jobs in graduate school. And the governor said, well, we're creating a product. And as soon as I was like, you're referring to human beings like they products, like slaves. I was like,
property.
I was like, I asked myself in that moment, is this the kind of table you really want to be sitting at? And I was like, nah, I think it's time to create my own. This is not a conversation I want to perpetuate. That's how I got here.
Without doubt.
Wow.
You are necessary, man. I told you, greatness comes from Omaha. We're going to change the world, baby.
Sure.
It started yesterday. All year with the tens of millions of dollars will come, and now you can see the intelligent wealth from our people. I am so proud to be all year from the hue of Black. Without doubt. I am so proud. Without doubt. We had to have you come back.
Yes, please.
Martine, well, you did it today, Martine. You got 2 doctors in here.
Yes.
The doctor.
But we all know that there's oppression in corporate America, and we may not get to the top where we want to be or we aspire to be. So that's why entrepreneurship is so crucial as an option, and that's why I push it so much, and I open up all these businesses, because we're not represented in this area, but I can do what I want.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I can make as much as I want.
That's right.
There's no cap when we have our own business. And so I like the fact that you you have a focus in that area as well. And then you support people that do want to go work, because we do need those people too that work for other people. But when you find yourself struggling and you're being, judged based upon your color, there needs to be an out.
Yeah.
And you provide that.
Yeah.
Thank you, sister. I appreciate you. Thank you, doctor. You put
For
some
sure.
respect on that name.
No, I appreciate y'all too. And just one last word to people: even if you don't know what you're doing, do it anyways. It's never a wrong time to start. So I didn't know what I was doing. I had no idea. Now I have 3 businesses and growing more. So, and the goal is to create accelerated paths for others to do that from our community. So just know, even if you're scared, I know somebody who's listening probably need to hear this today. You scared, you're afraid, you don't know what to do. All you got to do is take that first step. And if you trip, you're going to get back up. You know what I'm saying? But keep going.
We have a couple comments for you, Dr. Ingram. Hi, Deborah Dogba. She says, hi, Dr. C.I.
Hi, Deborah. I know Deborah.
Okay. Stan Carter. He says, good morning. So grateful she is working towards increasing tech opportunities and exposure to us, because I had some background in IT because corporate America response to the need of filling tech jobs was increased H-1B applicants, like Union Pacific closing an IT department and bringing in an IT group from India. So it goes back to what you were saying. There's foreigners that may, they don't speak English, their English is their second language, but then they're teaching us and we may not be able to understand or whatever, but they'll outsource it to everyone else but us.
Without a doubt. So let's be intentional, y'all. We have no more excuses. I told y'all, God is on earth. No more excuses. We got to start manifesting our God-given talents. And I tell you, we will win. We will win.
For sure.
Without a doubt.
I'm so glad I met you.
Same. It's a pleasure, y'all. It's a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And mention your event again, because I want to show up.
Yeah, so my event is April 20th. You can find it on Eventbrite. And it's another platform it's on too. It's free, and it's at 6 p.m. at the Blue Barn Theater downtown. It's called Artificial Intelligence, the Integration of Blackness into Technology. So come learn about how I want to incorporate and teach people how to use the cultural capital of Blackness and use that to nurture your thoughts, your creative thoughts.
Also, we would like to have you come back just to remind people again, but also I would love to do that on air. Come back after, and we'll do the same demonstration on air.
I would do that. I would do that.
Yeah, because I like to educate everybody.
Yeah.
Just in case they can't, just in case they're sick and shaded and they can't make it.
Yeah. And then the final product is going to be free. We're going to have it on YouTube as a documentary.
Nice.
But I would also love to come do it.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll make sure you get your number before you get out of here.
Yes.
We got to get all these superstar numbers.
Yes, that's right.
We're going to take a quick break before we bring Dr. Keisha on to get our spiritual awakeness.
Yes, we need our spiritual awakeness.
I got a brother
Y'all
Cole,
stay tuned.
I got a brother Colwyn. He got a show. He bring this spice one, so I want to get him in, and before we bring on the doctor. This song that we're going to play is called "I Am Legend." It's by our next guest that's going to be coming on. I think it's appropriate because everyone that we interviewed this morning are legends. Without a doubt, baby. Are legends.
Come on, manifest.
All right, y'all stay tuned.
Manifest it.
I'm a legend. You and me are not the same chick. Bloodline again. I'm a gang. I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm a legend. I'm a legend. You and me are not the same chick. Bloodline again. I'm a gang. I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm a legend. I'm like Bruce Lee. When I enter to the dragon, girl, I'm like Tech 9. When I enter, I'm like Spike Lee, cause I do the right thing. Boy, I'm like Chief Keef, cause I'm gang. I am just like Malcolm, get it by any means. I am just like Martin Luther, even though I'm a king. I am Huey P. Newton, I'm black, I know I got the power. I am Hannibal Lecter, all these beats I devour. I am Wiz Khalifa, I been smoking back to back. I am just like you, I've been getting to the bag. I am just like me, I feel like ain't nobody better. I am just like Flame. What you know about what I'm a legend? You and me are not the same. Check the bloodline, again, I'm off. Gang, I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm a wolf. Legend, I'm a legend. You and me are not the same. Check the bloodline, again, I'm a wolf. Gang, I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm a wolf. Legend, I'm a yeah, I'm a legend. Yeah, I'm perfection. How you gonna kill me? Nigga, I'm the weapon. I ain't worried about your killers. I ain't worried about your hitters. I'm worried about money and how we gon' get it. I'm rich, you rich. I'm full of them bags. I'm dressed like Hawk. I'm known to smash. I crash the beats. I stump the streets. I'm just like August. I'm known for heat. Fresh out the pot. I'm dripping with salt. Key to the whip. I'm known to take off. The squad, the team, we all go off. But I'm totally dancing. And I hope it's the legend. You and me are not the same. Check the bloodline again. I'm off. Gang, I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm a wolf. Legend, I'm a legend. You and me are not the same. Check the bloodline again. I'm a wolf. Gang, I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm a wolf. Legend, I'm a
bloodline. Son of the sun, I'm fully melanated. Black power fist in the sky. Fully activated, captivate the mass when I speak. Every head bow indigenous. Glorify king, oppressors, man child. Blackfoot, color of copper. I came from the dirt. Legendary, mine in the sky. My body's mother earth. Walked through the valley of death and came out a king. Joseph, they ain't cut from my cloth. I sold so many dreams. I'm in the den with the lions. Now they calling me Daniel. I went to sleep as a peasant. I woke up as a pharaoh. No longer will I walk, I'm riding on a camel. Zulu warrior, bow and arrow, eyes on the spirit.
You and me are not the same. Check the bloodline again. I'm off. Gang, I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm a wolf. Legend, I'm a legend. You and me are not the same. Check the bloodline again. I'm a wolf. Gang, I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm a wolf. Legend, I'm a more than anybody else. Yeah.
All right, man. That was a legend. You know, we got some legends in the house. Doctor. We backing it up doctor after doctor this morning.
So which doctor do we have?
She was
All right.
amazing.
She was. Oh, I'm so
Oh
glad
my
I met her.
Wow. I mean,
Dr. Shell Ingram.
Powerhouses.
man, we got some talent in our community, without a doubt. Omaha, we got another doctor in the building, and she taught me how to pray. I've been telling everybody. I've been telling everybody, Martine, how to pray. You got to pray to God, come in your house first. Pray God come first, and then you pray for things afterwards.
Yes, that's right.
Y'all be praying for things first, and then God never get invited in.
You definitely want to invite him in first.
Right. How you doing today?
I am doing fantabulous.
Fantabulous.
We're talking to Dr. Keisha Hawkins. She is a contributor, and then also, hopefully, we're going to be starting her show sometime next month.
Is it next month?
Yeah, I think sometime.
Okay. I know it's coming up, so
no,
I'm ready.
No, this month, because it's April 1st,
This is
right?
April now.
This month.
This month.
This month.
Hey, I'm so excited.
This
to
month.
have my own show on the boss.
Yeah, without doubt. So we're working out the coordinating and all negotiating.
Yes.
You know, all on big words. And we got it done. We got it done. And she's back, and she's going to be with us so we can get that spiritual healing, which is necessary in our lives.
All right.
So how you doing, doctor?
I'm good. I have an exciting topic. I had to do a lot of research. So if anybody's watching, I have like pages of notes because this is one of those topics that I didn't really know a whole lot about. I've heard it over the last so many months. I've been hearing the phrase, but I really didn't know a whole lot about it. So as I'm sharing this morning, I don't want anybody to think I'm sitting here as an expert on this topic. And the topic is the imposter syndrome.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about that. I don't sit as an expert as far as from the perspective of research and knowledge, but I do sit as an expert from the perspective of I suffered with imposter syndrome.
Who you?
Yes.
Or someone was an imposter that came around.
No,
And
me.
you disguised. Okay.
Me. And but as we explain and share this morning what the imposter syndrome is, I think people will walk away with a better understanding.
Mhm.
And I believe that there are many who are listening and watching who have also suffered with imposter syndrome, maybe without knowing it, or who currently suffer with imposter syndrome. So not only will we look at what it is, but how do we fight against it? The first thing, because I have a background in counseling and psychology, is when I hear anything that has syndrome attached to it, I think of sickness, illness, mental illness. So when I heard imposter syndrome, I immediately thought mental illness. But I think the first thing that is worthy of noting is that it's not a mental illness.
Okay.
So imposter syndrome is not a mental illness. It can be exacerbated by mental illness. And if unchecked, it could lead to mental illness. And we'll touch a little bit on that as we go forward. But I would be interested to know how many people listening actually know what imposter syndrome is. Had you heard of it?
Mhm. I've heard of it before.
You've heard of it before? What
Mhm.
about you, King?
No, not really.
See?
Really?
I don't know. I don't think I have.
I hadn't.
I know I heard multiple personalities, but
Mhm.
And see, that would be a mental illness.
right.
A multiple personality disorder. But this is not a mental illness. I'm going to give you a short definition of it. Imposter syndrome is feelings, or imposter feelings represent a conflict between your own self-perception and the way others perceive you.
No, say that again.
It represents a conflict between your own self-perception and the way others perceive you. So let me just say it this way, even as others praise your talents, you write off your successes to timing and good luck. You don't believe you earned them on your own merits, and you fear others will eventually realize the same thing. The imposter syndrome is the person themselves who doesn't perceive the greatness in themselves.
Mhm.
They don't perceive all of the hard work that has gone into getting them where they are, all of the sleepless nights, all of the pursuing education, all of the opening themselves up to sit in different rooms and different tables to receive information that will bring them higher. They don't see that or perceive that in themselves. Other people may perceive it. You're
Mhm.
great. Like we just saw Dr. Ingram.
Mhm.
And I'm sitting here listening to her thinking, oh, Black Girl Magic for sure.
For sure.
For sure. But that would be like Dr. Ingram or myself or anybody who has achieved anything, not seeing that in themselves and
Mhm.
thinking that somehow they got there by luck, or it was just good timing, or they happened to know the right person. They don't see that as being a greatness that's intrinsically within them. Even
Mhm.
though maybe everybody else can see how awesome they are, they somehow feel like they're an imposter. I don't really belong at this table.
Mhm.
I'm just here by chance or by. Go ahead.
Why this subject today? Is it because it's very interesting, because I think everyone deals with this.
Everybody, and that's the reason it came up. I've been hearing this for the last few months or so, but then at the corporate mingle, it came up again. And at the table that I was sitting at, we were having conversation, and the phrase came up again. And so since then, I've been marinating on it and really thinking about it and realizing, wait a minute, to a degree, I have suffered with imposter syndrome. And then when I started to do the research, I realized that more often Black people suffer with imposter syndrome, and specifically Black women.
Why is that?
Suffer with imposter syndrome because we typically have to work harder
Mhm.
to achieve.
Mhm.
And so we feel like we already, and it ties so well into what Dr. Ingram was talking about, the systemic racism. And so when we are pushed out of spaces or told we don't belong in certain spaces, then if we somehow get into that space, we don't really feel like we belong there.
Mhm.
This really isn't for me. I just got in because. We don't see it as, no, I am worthy to be here. I'm intelligent enough to be here. I've worked hard enough to be here. So we don't value what we actually bring.
Mhm.
We don't see within ourselves who we actually are. We see ourselves as an imposter. That's the imposter syndrome mentality. I'm really a fraud that's covered it up really well, that people don't recognize that I don't actually belong here.
So would you say we just don't accept our accomplishments, our achievements,
Absolutely.
and that keeps us in that imposter syndrome mindset?
If you look at this, not believing that we've earned the right to be where we are, and that we've gotten them on our own merits with God's help. Obviously, we don't leave God out of it. He's the one that gives us our talents, our gifts, and our abilities, but we don't see the value of ourselves. And so consequently, we start to pressure ourselves to work harder in order to keep others from recognizing your shortcomings or failures, to become worthy of roles you believe you don't deserve, to make up for what you consider a lack of intelligence, and to ease guilt over what we think we're tricking people. And this is a very deep topic to talk about, because none of us set out to be to mislead or misrepresent ourselves. And that's not where this is coming from. This is coming from a place of, we don't really see the value in ourselves, and we don't recognize the work and the effort and the talent and the ability that we have that makes us who we are and brings us into those spaces that we're in. Either systemically, because of racism, we feel like we're not supposed to be there. And so if we are there, then we got there fraudulently. That we're an imposter, and pretty soon everybody will be justified in saying that we didn't belong at that table, because we will make some mistake, or we will not know something that will then make us appear as though, no, you really didn't belong here. And so it's that kind of a, in the back of the mind, thought and attitude of, I don't really belong here.
Is that correlated to self-esteem?
Yes. It is. It does connect very closely to self-esteem. For instance, and I can only say that this is what pointed it out to me. I have a doctorate degree in theology. It is not a PhD, as Dr. Ingram. It is a THD, which is a doctorate of theology. I have a bachelor's in Christian counseling and a master's in scriptural psychology. I worked hard. It took me 9 years to finish my master's, because life happened and I had to push and claw my way through getting that done. I finished my doctorate degree while I was healing from going through a very traumatic experience dealing with cancer, where I had to endure radiation treatments and then surgery, all while raising an 8-year-old son. So I really pressed. Not only that, I was born on the south side of Chicago, raised on the north side of Omaha in Vietnam projects. If you know, you know. And so why don't I see my value as, man, you are strong. You have endured and persevered and pushed your way through the odds and overcome. You have done what you needed to do in order to gain what you have that makes you able to sit at certain tables. However, when people would introduce me, and even now when you do it, oh, we have these doctors and with their prepositional phrases and this, there's a part of me that shrinks back. When I'm invited places and I'm introduced and they talk about, oh, she's a doctor, she has this, she has that, I shrink back. But that's that imposter syndrome trying to creep in, like you really don't deserve those accolades. Why not?
Well, you know,
I worked for them.
Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
You know?
And I guess I do that on purpose, because people don't, they give to others so much. And sometimes we won't give to self. My family said that a lot. I said, I don't take care of myself. I take care of others more. And so I think that's just a reality. I think we are all imposters, because when we get up in the morning, we're men and women. But when we go out the door, we're Mr. and Mrs. And so, but we're at home, I'm Bill or man. But when I'm out, I'm King or Mr. King or William King. And so I think we all have that.
Suffer from
I
that.
think we all suffer from
We
that.
all, and that's the reason that I wanted to talk about it, because we need to see our own greatness. Some of us do, and we excel in it, and we are basking in it. And then others of us shy away, feeling like we don't really deserve to be there. We don't see ourselves as being that valuable to our community, that valuable to a company. I'm just little old me from the projects. And eventually people are going to find out, oh, that's just a little bit, just that little knock-knee girl from the projects. Her doctorate don't mean anything. Why doesn't it? You know what I mean?
right.
So
Right.
just kind of that feeling. And if that's perpetuated over a long period of time, it could lead to mental illness
Right.
because you're living in a constant state of anxiety about whether or not people really will receive you, or if they will ever find out that you have these insecurities about your own self. And then they will say, see, I told you, you didn't belong here. And so we're constantly trying to outwork ourselves. And because we want to make sure that you continue to see us as valuable, continue to see that we have something to offer, when you already do, you already have, you've already proven. There's nothing more to prove. Be great. Just be great for the sake of being great. You have nothing else to prove.
So what does that look like? How do people step into that role of accepting their greatness? Because I suffer from it too.
Well,
you know?
let me give you 5, and I want to give credit to where credit is due because I didn't know much about this. And there is a leading imposter syndrome researcher named Dr. Valerie Young, and she describes 5 main types of imposters in her 2011 book, The Secret Thoughts of Successful Women: Why Capable People Suffer from Imposter Syndrome and How to Thrive in Spite of It. And she has 5 that she lists, and I won't go into great detail, but the first is the perfectionist.
Okay. Yep. Interesting.
You focus primarily on how you do things, often to the point where you demand perfection of yourself in every aspect of your life. Yet, since perfection isn't always a realistic goal, you can't meet these standards. Instead of acknowledging the hard work you've put in after completing a task, you might criticize yourself for small mistakes and feel ashamed of your failure. So instead of being encouraged and motivated by all the hard work you have done, you notice that one thing that you didn't do right.
So you focus on this focus on 1% of what didn't work out versus
the 99% of
of
things that
success.
did.
Okay.
You might even avoid trying new things if you perfectly the first time. Okay, that's an imposter type of syndrome. The second is the natural genius. Because things typically come natural to you, you expect that if you don't catch on to something right away, something's wrong. So if I don't catch on to this right away, am I really an imposter? Do I really have it? Because I should have caught this. Okay, but no. You've spent your life picking up new skills with little effort and believe you should understand new material and processes right away. Your belief that competent people can handle anything with little difficulty leads you to feel like a fraud when you have a hard time. Is this starting to make sense?
Yeah, it is making sense.
Okay. If something doesn't come easily to you or you fail to succeed on your first try, you might feel ashamed and embarrassed. That's that imposter creeping in where if I was really, then I would have caught that. But because I didn't, maybe I'm a fraud. Maybe I don't really.
Well, I see that a lot of artists, even the last artists with Will and Chris. You see a lot of like in
it is so prevalent. So this is why the topic, because it's one of those silent secret things that kind of is, and predominantly affecting Black people and Black women.
I see that as in students too, in courses that they take and they're not catching on. And I shouldn't be in this program. I shouldn't be in this program.
I'm not smart enough to be here.
I can't. I don't know if I'll. You know what I mean?
I'm not smart enough to be here. I shouldn't be here. I got here by luck. I got here by this, and I really don't belong. And every time I struggle with something, that becomes fake proof that I don't belong here.
Yeah.
So what would you recommend? What kind of healing? Okay, well, you're number 3, right?
I want to get through it, and I know we got time. We gotta get through. You have other guests. That's why I'm looking forward to my own show too. So then I can just take my time and break it down.
That's right. That's right.
But then you have the rugged individualist or the soloist. You believe you should be able to handle everything solo. If you can't achieve success independently, you consider yourself unworthy. Asking someone for help or accepting support when it's offered doesn't just mean failing your own high standard. It also means admitting your inadequacies and showing yourself as a failure. That's how people see.
Yeah. So I think I'm struggling with that area because, well, it's hard for me to trust other people to get it done. My mom always taught me if you want to get something done, you got to do it yourself.
Yeah.
And so that kind of teaching sometimes can perpetuate an imposter syndrome where if I can't get it done by myself, then am I really? where I think I am? Am I really that person I think, because I couldn't do this by myself?
So so right now I'm challenging myself.
Yes, and I'm gonna show.
So I call my son. I said, I need you down here.
Yes,
so I can.
Well, that's one of the answers for it. So don't get ahead of me.
All right.
You know, Dr. King, we're gonna call you Dr. King because he got some education over here. I'm really seriously. I was listening to you interact with Dr. Ingram, and you were able to tell which direction, or you knew the questions to ask because you're always thinking. Very intelligent man you are. So you don't get ahead of me now.
Okay, I'm not
okay.
Done. I'm not done.
We almost done. I promise you. And then you have the expert. Before you can consider your work a success, you want to learn everything there is to know on the topic. You might spend so much time pursuing your quest for more information that you end up having to devote more time to your main task. Since you believe you should have all the answers, you might consider yourself a fraud or failure when you can't answer a question or encounter some knowledge you previously missed. This is that whole imposter thing. Well, maybe I'm not really, because I should have known this. I did research. I should have known everything there was to know about this. And then somebody presents you with something that, gosh, I missed that. Yeah. Okay, now you feel like a fraud. Why? Or because you know everything. You can't know everything.
Right.
And because you couldn't get it all done by yourself. Now you feel like, well, something's wrong with me, because maybe you were taught if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself.
Yep.
Okay, so now that you couldn't do it yourself, and you actually needed somebody else to come in, needed some other group, some other perspective, now you feel like, well, maybe I'm a fraud because I couldn't get it done by myself. That's the whole imposter. And then the last one is the superhero. You link competence to your ability to succeed in every role that you hold. Student, friend, employee, parent. In every role, you have to be an expert. You have to be doing well in every role. I'm the best parent. I'm the best friend. I'm the best aunt. I'm the best whatever you are.
Superhero.
You're the superhero. You have to be the best at everything. Failing to successfully navigate the demands of these roles simply proves, in your opinion, that you're inadequate. To succeed, then, you push yourself to the limit, expending as much energy as possible in every role. Guess what happens from that? Burnout.
Yeah.
Still, even this maximum effort may not resolve your imposter's feelings. You might think, I should be able to do more.
Wow.
Or this should be easier.
Wow.
I have suffered from the superhero.
Yeah, I got a little bit the last two.
I want to do I want to be a great contributor on 95.7. I want to be a great counselor at Dr. K. Hawkins Counseling, Coaching, and Motivational Center. I want to be an awesome parent to my children. I want to, in every role, I want to be the best. Okay, well, that's
me too.
That's not feasible.
Right.
And in some of those roles, I'm gonna need help. I'm gonna
Right.
need assistance.
Yes.
And so I can't feel like I can do it by myself. So here's where it may come from, and then we're going to get to how we can address it. And then I'm going to get out your way because you have some other amazing guests. But a lot of times it comes from parenting.
Yeah.
Our childhood environment.
So
parenting and our childhood
parents may say.
Things that your parents may say, or the way that they have behaved. Maybe they didn't say anything. We don't learn just by what we're taught verbally. We learn by what we see, what's modeled in front of us. And so sometimes our parents may not have said, if you want something done, do it yourself. But maybe you saw that parent who never asked for help. They always attempted things on their own. They always were frustrated if they attempted something and couldn't get it done. So we learn by watching. So maybe you were pressured to do well in school. Maybe you were compared to your siblings. Maybe your parents were controlling or overprotective, or maybe they emphasized your natural intelligence, or maybe they sharply criticized your mistakes. So now when you don't believe you should make mistakes.
Right.
So if I do, am I not who I'm supposed to be? Because I shouldn't be making these mistakes. So a lot of it comes from our childhood environment and our parentage. Academic success in childhood could also contribute to imposter feelings later in life. Maybe elementary and high school never posed much of a challenge, and you learned easily and received plenty of praise from teachers and parents. But maybe in college, you find yourself struggling for the first time. You might then believe that your classmates are more intelligent than you, more gifted than you, and maybe you don't belong there.
Wow.
Okay.
This is
Personality
good.
traits.
This is good.
It is it's so
Mhm.
deep. I wish and I'm rushing through it
Yeah, we need to
because I
break
know
this down,
that you
like
have guests.
need to have a whole master class.
But it is so very, very, very intense. Personality traits. You have different personality traits that I won't get into for sake of time. But then you have existing mental health symptoms. So fear of failure can prompt plenty of emotional distress, and many people coping with imposter feelings also experience anxiety and depression. So although it is not a mental illness, if you continuously feel like an imposter, you continuously feel like you don't belong, you're constantly anxious about proving that you do belong and working extra hard, and this is constantly nagging at the back of your mind, that can lead to anxiety, real anxiety.
Right.
It could lead to depression. So you want to be careful of that. The mindset of feeling less than can both lead to and reinforce the belief that you don't really belong in any academic or professional environment, that you don't belong in some rooms and at some tables. Imposter syndrome can worsen mental health symptoms, creating a cycle that's difficult to escape. And then there was research trusted source, which taught that it consistently suggests that while, yes, anyone can experience these feelings, they tend to show up more often in women of color, women and people of color. In other words, people who generally have less representation in professional environments. So as again, Dr. Ingram was saying, when you're systemically told in a workplace or in that academic setting that you don't belong, that you're not good enough, then you start to feel like maybe I don't belong. So then you work extra hard to prove that you do belong. And then if you make a mistake, that only reinforces the idea that maybe I don't belong. And so it's kind of a catch-22. And so we get caught in that cycle. Yeah. But awareness of the bias against your gender or race might lead you to work harder in order to disprove harmful stereotypes. So we're out trying to outwork the stereotype or what people think. And then if we don't achieve or make the mark that we're looking for, then we feel like an imposter. So this is very the microaggressions and discrimination, both blatant and subtle, you experience along the way can reinforce the feeling that you don't belong. This is, of course, exactly what they're intended to do. Okay, those microaggressions, those they're intended to make you feel like you don't belong, and they do their job very well because we end up feeling like we really don't belong. We're an imposter. Especially at work. We're not as intelligent. We're not as efficient. We're not as professional as our counterparts. So we work harder to try to prove and disprove that idea. And then the more that we are stereotyped and the more that we experience those microaggressions and that racism, the more we see that as proof that we actually don't belong. And that's so untrue. True imposter feelings involve self-doubt, uncertainty about your talents and abilities, and a sense of unworthiness that doesn't align with what others think of you. So one of the first defenses for this is understanding that although all of us to some degree suffer with some insecurity about ourselves, or we know something about ourselves that, gosh, we wish this were different, or I wish I had learned that, or whatever, we all have that. What helps you to know that it's an imposter syndrome that you need to stand against is when whatever that insecurity is and whatever you're feeling about yourself does not match with what everybody else sees. In other words, what they say about McDonald's, over a billion served can't be wrong, or whatever it is. Okay, so if everybody pretty much that you meet is saying, you are so smart, you are so compassionate, gosh, you are so knowledgeable about this, you work really hard, you're an asset to, then everybody can't be wrong.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So you may not see okay, but now take a step back and say, okay, now if you're feeling that way about yourself and every place that you are is also saying the same thing, gosh, you seem like you're kind of lazy, you're never on time, you're this, you're that, at every setting, then maybe you should look at yourself. But when you're looking down on yourself, but everything else and everyone else is leading you or pointing to you being great, pointing to you being valuable, then everybody else cannot be wrong.
Right.
That's right. So that's a good way to gauge that.
That's a very good way to gauge it. almost everywhere I go, people say that wow, you are so very intelligent. I don't think that about myself. I think that I work really hard to find information for myself, and that I love my community and others enough that I want to share that. That's how I see it, but that other people see it as something else. So again, imposter syndrome is about your own self-perception as opposed to how others perceive you.
Right.
So I may not think I'm anything like what everybody else sees, but if everybody else is seeing it in every different setting, no matter where I am, then that's who I am.
Yep.
Okay. You know how to deal with it, and then I'm out of here. If you feel like a fraud, working harder to do better may not do much to change your self-image, because it is about self-esteem, self-image.
Yep.
But I do have a few strategies. One of them, and this is all based in the study that I found in some of this woman's book and some of the research that was done, is acknowledge your feelings. Acknowledge it.
Express your
That's the first, to me, that's the first step in anything. Acknowledgement.
To who?
To yourself.
To yourself. Okay.
Man in the mirror.
Acknowledge to yourself, you know what? I don't feel like this. So identify imposter feelings and bringing them out into the light of day can accomplish several goals. You want to point it out to yourself. You want to acknowledge that this is me. And I had to do that, which is what made me start doing this research. I had to acknowledge, no, Keisha, sometimes you don't feel like you belong at certain tables. You don't feel like that what you have to add is as valuable as the person next to you. But why do you feel like that? You've worked hard. You've overcome. Why do you feel like that? Talking to a trusted friend or mentor about your distress can help. Sharing imposter feelings can help them to feel less overwhelming. Opening up to peers about how you feel encourages them to do the same, helping you realize you aren't the only one who feels like an imposter.
So maybe having a conversation with your peers.
Having a conversation with your
peers.
peers.
You guys feel like this too?
Thank you. And that's what happened at the corporate mingle that we were at. We were sitting at the table, the topic came up, and we started dialoguing about it. And people were giving examples of when they have felt the same syndrome. Build connections. Avoid giving in to the urge to do everything yourself. Instead, turn to classmates, academic peers, co-workers, professional peers to create a network of mutual support. Remember, you can't achieve. I'm live too. My phone fell, y'all.
There we go. We got it back.
We got it back. You can't do everything yourself. Your network can offer guidance and support, validate your strengths, and encourage your efforts to grow. It's very important the environment you put yourself in, the people you surround yourself with. Okay.
Absolutely.
Challenge your doubts. This is where you were coming in, Mr. King. You said you challenging yourself. You called your son. Challenge those things. When imposter feelings surface, ask yourself whether any actual facts support those beliefs. Then look for pieces of evidence to counter them. Like I had to tell those things. But early on, I realized that God had called me and gifted me to be a teacher. So I started teaching and ministering at 19 and 20 years old. Not long after that, I was doing evangelistic work. So I was going around evangelizing. I moved to Kansas City, did some of that evangelism work in Kansas City, and then started pastoring in like 2000. I would say in about 2000, I started pastoring a church in Kansas City. I relocated back here in 2006. I was assistant pastor at One Way Ministry under Bishop Michael Moten, who he and his wife were the ones who were very influential in bringing me to a saving knowledge of Jesus Christ. And then I stepped out after 5 years as his assistant pastor and continued Sure Foundation Ministries right here in Omaha. We were on 45th and Bedford in the Turning Point campus for about 5 years. And then we moved, once they were bought out, we moved over to the OSBN building, which is no longer on 24th and Lake, for our church. And we were there for about a year, maybe two. And then I found out about the cancer. And so I stopped pastoring at that point to deal with that and other personal issues. But I've had 4 years. That was in 2018. So I've had about 4 years now to kind of reflect and let God tell me what he wanted me to do. Do I go back into pastoring? Do I just continue with my business? I mean, how do you, because my life belongs to him. So it's about what he wants. Right. And he made me know in no uncertain terms that he had still called me to teach and to pastor. So I am again pastoring. And our official, we've already started church, but my official relaunching service is this Sunday. So that's what, April 3rd at 11 a.m. at our location at 3000 Farnham Street. And so we are going to be there. Anybody who wants to come out and support, if you used to go to Sure Foundation and you remember me, you remember the church, and you're like, yeah, where that lady been? Here I is. And we have service this Sunday at 11, and you're welcome. We're going to have some refreshments afterwards just to kind of celebrate the relaunching of Sure Foundation. And we have some great things coming up as well, because we as a ministry want to create business and business opportunities for our community. So we will, I am already not your typical pastor. So you can imagine that Sure Foundation is not going to be your typical church. So
for sure.
We might even get what's his name?
Reverend New Hope.
Reverend New Hope over there.
Yeah.
We might even get him to come preach.
All these 5 minutes. All these 5 minutes.
So yes, I'm excited about that. So shout out to Sure Foundation Apostles Doctrine Church and its members, my assistant pastor, Shaitwan Foster, who has a heck of a testimony from street life into what God is doing with him now. So the people that make up Sure Foundation, to be honest with you, are street people. These are people who all we have known is the streets, the hustle. And now we realize that no, God is real. He's gotten a hold to us. And now he's reshaping us, reframing us, and directing us, and causing us to be in a position to speak back to the same community of people that we came out of. And they're willing to hear us because we don't sound like the typical, if that makes sense to you.
Well, congratulations on
Yes.
your relaunch. God is definitely redirecting you back to that space, and you're embracing it.
Yes.
And thank you for inviting the community. I'm
Absolutely.
pop up there too.
Absolutely.
You know?
Anybody's welcome.
And everyone and anybody's welcome. Even Reverend New Hope.
Even Reverend New Hope.
Okay,
Give him only 5 minutes. Okay.
Yeah. We'll have a mic snatcher on standby
Right.
when he's there.
Right.
You like the what you call it? The up in New York or not? What was it? Up in Harlem.
Oh,
Apollo Theater.
Yes,
Oh,
Apollo
Lord.
Theater, yeah.
You can be the Sandman.
We need a Sandman.
right.
We're gonna have a Sandman, but
Yes,
it's gonna be
yes.
called the mic snatcher.
Okay.
Mike
So that way, when you get out of line,
Right.
somebody will be right there
Right
to
there.
snatch that mic from you.
Well, you know, the Book of William only got about 6 passages in there. So that's
The
why
Book of William.
Yeah, the Book of William.
Yeah.
That's why I said we're gonna take about 5 minutes.
Well, I'm excited. I'm excited because I know that Mr. King has a way that he feels sometimes about pastors and churches, and so I'm hoping that even he will come to see that everybody's not the same.
Right. I know.
Everybody is not the same, and there are definitely pastors, because I'm one who has a heart for not only what God is about and what He wants, but I have an understanding of my community. I have an understanding of how to translate that to our community, and that we are not to be separate, as many are, where we don't want to get into politics, we don't want to get into business, we just want to preach Jesus, and that be it. Well, Jesus came and got involved in everything.
Right.
He got involved in the politics. He got involved in everything. We have to permeate everything if we're going to make influences. You were talking about imploding with Dr. Ingram, getting in and imploding. Well, that's what Christianity is. God wants us to infiltrate every area and aspect of the world and influence it from the inside.
Okay.
Not just sit in our four walls and talk about it.
Right.
What's the address of your church?
3000 Farnham Street.
3,000 Farnham.
The
Let's show up
condominium.
11 o'clock.
Okay, now
11 o'clock Sunday morning.
You don't have no first husband, do you?
No, a first husband.
You just got a husband, right?
I'm not married.
Okay, I thought you were married.
No, I still wear my ring. I am officially considered a widow. My husband passed away.
Okay, well, sorry to hear about that.
So, and that was a little bit ago. So I'm officially a widow. I still wear
she's
my
eligible,
ring.
gentlemen.
Stop that. No, I'm not.
God is your husband right now?
Not God. No, he's not my husband. But
She eligible, gentlemen.
I'm not eligible.
She eligible,
Where
gentlemen.
you going with this?
Church.
This is why I say I'm not eligible, because I the life I live, I don't. It would take a very, very, very special, secure individual to deal with this. And let me say again, secure individual to deal with this.
Gentlemen, show up in church. Sit in the front row.
You know what? New Hope, hold on.
Reverend New Hope.
All right.
Show up at 11 o'clock, okay?
Show up at 11 o'clock, gentlemen. Front row. Omaha, Nebraska. We want to thank Dr. Keisha Hawkins
Thank you, Dr.
for
K.
blessing us again with the
Yeah.
spiritual healing. Oh, yeah. Spiritual healing.
Spiritual healing.
Without a doubt. We got our next guest coming in. They waited patiently. One is a funny man. Yeah, one is a funny man. And then the other man, oh yeah, I was at a UFC fight. I mean, it was a local. They was and they were bringing out the mademoiselle. I forget her name. She gonna kill me. Miss Cotton. Miss Cotton. The baddest female fighter in Omaha.
All right, now.
And these brothers, you know,
Come
my
on,
man from the Loot Squad, you know, was walking her out.
Look
and
at him.
then she commenced on knocking this lady out. And so we play them all the time. And you know, my favorite song is "I'm Legend" because you know what? You know we legends.
Yes, that's right, King.
You know we legends. You know we legends. But I want y'all to hear a little bit of this song. I love this song too. This song called Fast Lane, y'all. Again, Loot Squad's in the house. They got a show next week. We got Spice One coming in the building, y'all. Boss with us.
I never stop until the cash came. Off the porch with the torch in the fast lane. Never stop until the cash came. Broke outside, gritting in the pouring rain. Getting it out the mud like Shrek. Whole onions, packed and wrapped on donkey back. I want the money, y'all can have the fame. I never stop, just hustle till the cash came. I'm a ogre, getting it out the mud like Shrek. Whole onions, packed and wrapped on donkey back. On my way to the castle, I'm feasting on sewer rat. Can't wait to slay the dragon and get Fiona back. High stakes, high reward. Top Snow White cooked up 7 dwarves. Mama say be a leader, not a follower, boy. This Peter Pan peanut butter got us ballin', boy. A pot of piss, I'm out the window. Fully loaded extendo hanging out the rental. Dog food, I need my bits and kibbles. Bad news, I'm out the Vic kennel. My mama never knew about my hustle nor my whereabouts. Dope fiend rentals or the contraband in her house. All I knew was go and get it. Nigga went route. For the money, yeah, gritting, foaming out the mouth. I never stop until the cash came. Off the porch with the torch in the fast lane. I never stop until the cash came. Broke outside, gritting in the pouring rain. Getting it out the mud like Shrek. Whole onions, packed and wrapped on donkey back. I want the money, y'all can have the fame. I never stop, just hustle till the cash came.
Stay on my visit to the couch, and me and Donald flip them like they tumbling. Man, I want that 5, I want that whole 10. I seen that this shit across the border like a Mexican. If we ain't where I'm from, they call it trafficking. If you don't work, you don't eat. That's common sense. Money on my mind, man, and how to get it. 12 ways to get paid, man, I'm all with it. Shovel in the dirt because I dig hard. My girl like it in the bed because I stay hard. Running through the streets like a dog off the leash. Half man, half a mason, but I'm all beast. Foaming at the mouth when it's time to eat. So be work of the dog when I show my teeth. Foaming at the mouth when it's so be work of the dog when I show my teeth. What?
I never stop until the cash came. Off the porch with the torch in the fast lane. I never stop until the cash came. Broke outside.
Oh yeah, we got him in the building, y'all.
Getting it out the mud like Shrek.
We in here, y'all.
Oh, you about to get up?
That's what's good, y'all. We in here. This squad is in the building. Let's go.
Just hustle till the cash came.
She said I want that part. They gonna turn it down.
Onions, that back on. I never stop until the cash came.
Hey, my bad.
Rewind.
Rewind.
Onions, packed and wrapped on donkey back. I want the money, y'all can
have
have
the
the fame.
fame.
I never stop, just hustle till the
Here we
cash
go.
came.
Never cared to me. All my friends was secret TT Don Bob that sent me back to live with mama. Hopped up off the break. I'm focused on my vision. That's when I met my hitter. That Illinois bringing all the noise, nigga. Put me in that blue bar. Taught me how to talk. He never touched you. Close your mouth. Open your ears. See, you can't have my back unless your mind is clear. I'm into the money that is thick. Survival of a coon, no hesitation. Never let it missing money. I say love to my hustle. Move that man about the way. Can't bring it back that butter. Mississippi, what they call me. Eerie when they walk in. Terror never stalling. I come out swinging. If I'm back against the wall, yeah, I'm never dime a dozen. I got a point. Going stupid dumb. Too fat on them. That go for my and that go for my too. Never
wrote the chronicles, and that's who I pay homage to. Close your mouth, open your ears. See, you can't have my back unless your mind is clear. You can't have my back unless your mind is clear. I'm getting to the mind.
Building, y'all. Oh yeah, man. It's going down 95.7 today is Black Friday, y'all. We supporting black businesses all day.
All day long. You got that right, King.
Blue Squad's in the building. Oh yeah, and they've got one of the Omaha funniest man.
Yeah.
They call him funny man.
Funny man.
Everybody tries to crack jokes these days.
Hey.
I guarantee.
I support comedians.
Will Smith over this way.
No violence. Will Smith, you owe us all apology. Omaha, the Birds of Bless. We got a good show coming in next week. Spice One, I know him personally. He's gonna be in the building. Loose Squad is bringing them.
Yes, sir.
They
Yes, sir.
also
Yes,
got
sir.
they got a showcase that's coming. Also, we wanted to bring them in. We play them all the time on the air. We actually show love to our neighbors. Without that, does it for real. We does it for real. Whatever prepositional pronoun you want to use.
I appreciate you.
Bro,
Appreciate
go ahead,
y'all,
introduce
man.
yourself.
100, man.
Yeah.
Every morning. Good to wake up with. I love it, man. You know, it's nothing better than that. You wake up, your eyes up, turn on your phone, and get ready for work or whatever you're gonna do for the day. And my brother, William King, on here, and you hear your soul playing, man. It's a blessing, man. That's what to get your day started. You know, and this is what I say. It's like you got a chance and a choice. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, the chance I got was when I woke up.
Right.
Trust what I do with it, what I do for the rest of the day. So, appreciate that, bro.
Go ahead, introduce yourself. You know how these stars are. Omaha, they got their own nouns, verbs, adjectives, prepositional phrases, all yes and predicates.
Yeah.
Go ahead, introduce yourself. Let people know who you are and why you're here, because I know you got something coming up. Every time someone plans something for the community, it's just not for the individual, because the cosmetology, she got to get paid. The barber got to get paid.
That's right.
The retail clothes man,
They got to get paid.
the spirit woman, because she got to have the spirits.
That's right. That's right.
Everybody is getting paid. All these vendors are getting paid to bring this one event on. And so that's why we need to support our events, because it creates commerce for our community. It creates commerce for the total community.
Correct.
And so go ahead and introduce yourself. Let people know about your event, because it's important, because when you create a mechanism of commerce, that means our dollars are cycling. And today is Black Friday, baby. And our goal is to cycle the dollar. And we want everybody to cycle their dollars and support, support a Black business, Black initiatives, Black activities, Black events.
Well, good morning, Omaha, man. It's your boy Zilla, the atomic one, the monster of comedy, the godfather of Omaha. Yes, I am back again. Thank you, Mr. King, for having me grace your stage, your presence. This your stage, your office, you know what I'm saying, where you do your thing at. And I'm always looking forward to entertaining Omaha, as well as any city or stage that's touchdown. I'm actually getting ready to go to Tucson, Arizona on the 16th. Scared as hell because I ain't never been on no plane before.
That's all right. I'm going to pray for you.
Please do. Please do. I need all the prayer I need.
Right.
I need God to come just sit right next to me, pray with me personally. Like, come on, like, I'm gonna put your hands around me, Lord.
Right.
But no, but I'm very excited, man. But I'm also excited, man, because I'm with my bro right here, man. Man, Shorty, you know what I'm saying, man. We've been rocking for years, man. You know what I'm saying? But now we're on a professional level. So this is, he reached out to me to host a show because that's what I do. I get on the stage, I tear it up. I'm Zilla for a reason, y'all. Y'all remember those Godzilla movies?
Okay.
What Zilla used to do? He used to come to Tokyo. What he do?
He tears
Tear it up. He whoops some butt and then he leave. That's what I do.
Right.
I come to the stage, I burn it up, and I leave. And that's what we're gonna do April 9th, man. The Spice One, man. We're gonna have a great time. But that's who I am. Thank y'all for having me.
Where it's gonna go down? Tell me when it's gonna go down. Where at?
The Wire Pub, April 9th, on 102nd and 4th. Am I right?
103rd.
Oh, 103rd. Is it 103rd?
Yeah, 103rd.
All right, well.
You only miss about one though.
You go to 102nd, you don't see it. You better go to 103rd, and then that's where it's at.
ain't no 100. And there's no 102nd. If you go to 102nd, you're gonna pull onto the highway. For real.
Exactly.
Good morning, everyone. It's your boy, man, Shorty from Loose Squad, Money Water Entertainment, man. We here responsible for bringing Spice One here, man, and a lot of local talent here. Also bringing Zeus, Rebel Waters here as well, too, bro.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So my brother Zeus is coming in from St. Louis, man.
St.
and,
Louis.
Super excited about this show April 9th. I'm doing it independently. You know, when anybody say doing it, literally doing it independently. Like I'm doing it like, you know, I'm cracking up the penny banks, the cookie jars. I went to grandma's, you know, she's sitting back here and tell you to go to the store, you know, that little kettle pot that she had the money. Go in there and give me 2 quarters out of there and go down there. Give me some cornmeal. Give me some cornmeal. And I got some my greens. So then cornmeal and I need some potatoes. On there, tell them I need some cornmeal, potatoes. You know, so yeah, all the money out there, man. So I'm putting it all on the table, man. And I decided to do it for my birthday, man, just to get something back to the city, but do this music stuff, man. Well, in the music scene for like 25 years plus. And I decided, man, just to bring something to the city, man, for the people, man, and appreciate them rocking with me for so long, you know, and celebrating the music, Omaha music, and everybody around, you know, just the one independently like myself. So I want everybody to come out, man, and have a good time. You know, just come celebrate, man. Celebrate with me and my birthday. Have a good time with him. So that's why he's gonna be in the city. So it's gonna be in the city. We got great local artists. You know, we got the gas station, Flame. You know, we got so what I did, speak of the lineup, is that I picked some local upcoming artists that's trying to get their name off, like Lil Rapper Dude, D Raps, RCBC, you know, and then also got guys who've been in the game, like Bogle Hustle, Espionage, you know, so like Hell Flames, you know, guys who's been pioneers in this game too. So give them guys who's trying to get their name out here and get them a place to showcase, and also guys who's also been out here doing a thing for a long time, so people can out here and select their music as well. So my thing is just to bring it all together to joint venues, so the young cats can see what the other cats are kind of doing, and vice versa. We can learn from each other. We can politic. We can create, get music, and keep it going, man, around the city. So that's what I'm doing it for, man. Much love.
Now I got somebody that reached out online, my man. He said, "I got beats for Dude." And so Lewis is love. Make sure you holler at Loot Squad. Well, where can they get in touch with you? Because people want, of course, they hear you. They want to get you some more beats. So how can they get you some more beats?
The quickest way to get in touch with me is straight on Facebook, which is Tyrome. Is TIROMECOLE on Facebook. I mean, that's the fast way to get in touch with me. So if you type that in, I'm the only one with that name. You know, my mom gave me that name. So if you type that in, I'm popping right up. So
spell your first name again.
It's TIROME.
Now, how you pronounce it?
It's Tyrome.
Ty what?
Tyrome.
Tyrone. Yeah,
spelled like that.
Yeah, but spell it again.
TIROME.
See, Martin.
Tyrone.
Yeah, boy, black people.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Sounds.
You know what? And the crazy part about it, because the first years growing up, elementary, and the first part of my like junior high years, I spelled the TYROME growing up when I was in St. Louis.
Right.
And it's when I first got like my first little summer job that I see that it was spelled different on my Social Security card. So from there, because I didn't know it myself that it was spelled. I asked my mom, like, "My wife spelled my name like that, never told me about it." You know, I was like, "Well, I'm trying to be unique." I said, "Mom, you was off them drugs."
You said, did nobody check you?
Nobody
Up
checked it.
until
The crazy part about it, though, nobody checked it because I had the same last name, and that Social Security never matched up, so I never checked it. But yeah, I didn't know it.
So until you got your Social Security card, you know how to spell your name.
I didn't know how to spell my real name.
Lord have mercy.
Oh.
Really? I mean, because I was called Little T.Y. and all kind of stuff. So that wasn't my name.
And you're the original T.I.
And I'm the original T.I. Right?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm original T.I.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Real talk.
For real talk.
T.I. Yep.
Yeah, you're the real T.I. according to your mama.
Yeah, real talk. Yeah.
You know, mama and them, they trump everything.
Everything.
Mama
No
and
matter
them.
what. Hey, you know
Because,
what? I can
because
do
mama ain't
something,
come by this. She come
Oh,
with
yeah.
them.
Oh, yeah, man. It's so crazy. Because my mom, she going to be there too for the show.
Heck, all right.
We the only black people, man, that you get a regular name and then you get a nickname.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody got a nickname. I'm pretty sure we all got nicknames.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
It depends what era you know.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I might have got a whole list of nicknames.
Right.
But your family always give you that first nickname. Like,
Right.
I ain't.
Okay.
And we might not be
What's
proud
your
of them
nickname?
nicknames.
I knew I should have said that. I knew I should have said that. All right.
So what's your favorite nickname?
All right. Man, y'all come on the street on me on this nickname? It's on no site. No, I'm just kidding. No. I okay. When I was born, I had these long eyelashes, and so they used to call me Lamb Chops because I look like a baby lamb.
I wouldn't have told that one. I wouldn't have told
So
that
my uncles are still to this day. My uncles and them call me Chops. Like, hey, what's up, Chops? You know, that was just. Here come a big old grizzly bear. Like, ain't nothing Lamb Chops about that big old
baby lamb.
They still call you that? Anybody from your family still call you that? Do your family still call you that?
No. Most of the time, my uncles either they call me either King or Zilla. You know what I'm saying? But every now and then you might hear Chops. But yeah, you know,
sometimes we want them.
they don't put the whole
to
lamb.
die.
They don't put the whole lamb on the front no more. I'm like Diddy. I cut off some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Ain't P Diddy no more. Lambs. Lamb Chops is just Chops. Not just Chop.
Now, is your parents still alive?
My dad is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I know if your mama was alive, you'd still be Lamb.
No, but you know what? My mom, see, I'm a junior, so my mom used to just call me June.
Okay.
For sure. So, but yeah, she never called me Lamb Chops. It was either June or you know, you get called by your whole name. You
I'll give you a trouble your whole name. Yeah.
What happened to your eyelashes?
You know what? My hair probably grew longer than my eyelashes. My son though, he got eyelashes. Like you get trapped talking to him, you get to talking, you get tangled up and entanglement.
Yeah. So, but Tyrone, what was your nickname?
A. Yeah. Hey, boy, get over here. Hey, come here. Hey, did you do that? Nah, I was Ty.
Ty.
T-Y.
T-Y. See, if you knew I spell your name, they would call you T.I. They call it Ty. Wrong name all the time.
All the wrong nicknames. All the wrong one. All the I got it from my grandma in there. That's what they call me. Yeah,
oh man.
Oh.
Tyrone.
Oh no, hell that is.
No. But my dad name was Tyrone.
Okay.
So you know, it's still like Tyrone. Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay.
it's spelled,
I know you try to take for your daddy. Can't take for your daddy.
Yeah, but there you go. You know, but
can't take far from his daddy. Now, Martin, do you have a nickname growing up?
Yeah.
What was your nickname?
Well, I mean, I don't really like them. So on my mom's side, they gave me a nickname, and then my dad's side, they gave me a different nickname. So I have two.
Okay.
And so one is Tina.
Tina.
So the other one is I don't really want to say. I don't like that one. So I bury that one.
I buried that one.
No.
Yeah,
I don't want nobody using it. I'll leave it alone. It's buried. It's gone. No, we're not digging it up because I don't want nobody to use it.
She probably tell her granddaughter one of these days.
How you know? I said I had one for my mother. I never said which one.
But I got to fix it. I got it.
Hey, he did a real
I know. My family, I don't like that nickname.
Right.
We don't know what side.
Yeah. You don't want to mess nobody up.
What was your win?
Mine's were man.
Man.
Yep, man. And then my niece was lady. And then, but as I grew up, my nickname changed. Depends on what era you knew me. When I went to school, I came Bill. When I went to college, I became BK. Now I'm Papa. So I got
Who?
different. I'm Papa.
Oh, Papa, right,
'cause
right,
I got
right.
grandkids, so
Yeah, me
I
too.
got different nicknames.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Probably, but probably because I was making decisions. And I came out the womb, and then I don't know. I don't know nothing about no boy.
I got a mortgage, I got a house on.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my nickname. But Omaha, we are with my man Zilla and my man Tyrone. They have a show next weekend. They're gonna be at the Wire
See, he just
Pub,
messed up right there.
103rd and 4th.
Tyrone.
Make sure. Okay,
He didn't say shorty.
He put a Y on it.
He didn't say shorty. He'll say Tyrone.
Yeah, well, say his name right.
Say right. Oh,
Say
you know shorty. Don't say Tyrone.
Shorty. But
They try to say Tyrone. He won't to say it down.
Government name.
because he forgot the I and put a Y. So I'm gonna call him Tyrone.
I say his name like this, Tyrone.
Tyrone.
Hey, it's Tyrone. You know what I heard that?
Tyrone.
Oh my goodness.
Tyrone.
Because it looks like.
But it's shorty.
Shorty.
Yeah, and that's what I got when I was little.
L-Y, Shorty.
Shorty.
Still is shorty in the building. You got a monster and a midget.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much how you put it together.
Where can you get tickets?
Through me.
Through you? Okay.
Through me. So Facebook, or actually you get them at Ames Avenue.
Okay.
You get them at the Club 2000.
Okay.
So yeah, they both spots. You're gonna see Daphne at 2000, and then you go to the store Ames Avenue,
42nd
Ames. Yep.
Okay, 42nd Ames.
Yep.
Okay.
Tickets are $20. VIPs are 40. So like I said, come see me. I'm there every day. That's my office hours is from 9 to close.
Okay.
So I'm there every day, setting off the ticket.
Club 2000.
Right here at 24th and Lake.
24th Lake, right here.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah, right here. So Daphne, said she got tickets right behind the counter. So got in there, you can get tickets from her. Come up there, see me at the store. See TV, see Jeff. And then at the store at Ames Avenue.
Okay. Now is that both stores selling?
No, just on
Okay.
Avenue, not BJ's other store.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And like
All
I said, inbox me at Tyrone.
Yeah.
Go.
I thought it was
Oh, Facebook.
Shorty.
Yeah.
I thought it was Shorty.
Not on Facebook. Yeah.
Hey, how you doing,
Yeah.
sir? Yes, sir. No, go ahead, Mark.
Okay, y'all keep going. So let people know again where you can get the tickets, what date it is.
It's April 9th at the Wire Pub. Doors open up at 8 o'clock.
Where's Wire Pub?
Wire Pub is on 103rd and 4th. The exact
trying to
address
picture-
is
I'm trying to picture.
the exact address
Where
let
is
me
it?
see.
Like on 134, there's a gas station right there. It's like right next to the gas station.
It is
Okay,
53.
so there's a gas station.
Yeah, it's
So is it down that
5338.
road then?
Yeah, but right when you turn, it's like
Right there.
About half a second.
Yeah.
It's right there. Oh, okay. I know
So
exactly.
it's 5338 North 103rd Street. Omaha, Nebraska 68134.
Okay, got it.
And like I said, right now we got tickets. Actually, I got tickets right now. Anybody will come down. I got the regular
Right.
tickets and VIPs.
So what did VIP get?
VIPs, we get VIPs. It's from 5 to 7. You get there 5 to 7. You get food, drinks, meet and greet, hang out, take pictures, and
okay.
just chill before the show.
Mhm.
So that'll be our meet and greet
Between
time.
5 and 7.
Yeah, between 5 and 7.
And show starts.
5 to 7. Listen,
that right.
5. They'll come at 7:30. So I got my VIP.
They missed it.
Yeah.
If there's no food left, sorry for you.
Yeah. 5 to 7, y'all.
Also, y'all having food and everything?
Yeah, it's going to be 5 to
VIP.
7 VIPs.
Okay.
That's what $40 get you. Drinks, meet and greet, take pictures, hang out,
And the show starts when?
Show doors open at 8 o'clock. Show starts at 9.
Oh, okay.
And Spice One, like I said, he's been here several years ago. Probably, I think the last time he was here back in 2014, something like
13,
that.
14, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was
and-
kicking in. That's
Yep.
how me and him really connected.
Yep.
Mm.
And so that's when we didn't even have the FM station. We were just doing the 1690.
Right.
Okay.
And so he came over, kicked it with us, treated with mad love. Spike One is A1 dude. So come out and support him, without a doubt. I mean,
Man,
he treated us
he's
like
excited
like
to be,
real
he's
brothers.
excited to come.
Yeah, without a doubt.
He's really excited to come, and he's ready to come down here and hang out with everyone.
Where's he from?
It's from the Bay Area.
Yeah. Oakland,
Yep.
San
Oakland,
Francisco
okay.
area.
Bay Area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
See, I put on my Oakland Raider gear.
Yeah, I
just
see.
for you today. When I was coming down, see what's
Go
And
ahead.
and I would say one thing, man, support your independent.
Yeah.
You know, I don't say local anymore because it's independent, because we're just not here. We're all around. So support your independent business. You
Okay,
know,
nice.
real talk. You know, please do. You know, all around. You know, I mean, I don't knock anyone else, but I understand I'm doing it really out of blood, sweat off my own back. You know, with a little bit of support from my family, but this really here, it's really because I'm really here doing everything I can to bring him here, and doing something to celebrate my 27 years in this music game. And I think that I got the best lineup I can possibly get, the greatest artists that I can get, and then I got one of the most talented. What I love my brother Zilla is that without you blinking an eye, man, I called him up or I texted him about it. Man, so excited, man. He was just so appreciative. We go back 30 years. You know, people don't understand it. We go back 30 years. Before we used to be, I was rapping, but before he was into doing this, we go back long time. And he just jumped right on it, man. I'm so excited about doing it. We got DJ Sir Jinx on the ones and twos. So a lot of people that are supporting us, man, I really appreciate y'all, man. So come out and support, please.
Who's your lineup again, Shorty?
We got of course, we got Spice One, we got Zeus Rapper Waters, Blue Squad, we got Hell Flame, we got D-Raps, we got Lil Rapper Dude, Gas Station, Bo Hustleaholic, Espionage, Upset. Yeah, man. I mean, I got a tough lineup, man. I mean, I got a lineup that's reckoning with, man.
And you know,
all the ones, man, they really wanted to be a part of it, and I thank them, all the ones who stepped up and came in and wanted to be a part of this, man, for real. Because, like I said, it's monumental to me because I'm doing it on my own, independently. So, man, it's real big. And thank you, William King, bro, for supporting it. You know, y'all supported all my music, bro, and I appreciate it. I got nothing but love for you, bro. I really love you so much for it, bro.
Oh, man, appreciate it, man. Keep manifesting your God-given talents, without a doubt. Blood, sweat, and tears. Everybody see the lights, camera, and action, but it takes a lot of work behind the scenes to make these things happen. So we appreciate you, businessman.
Independent,
man. So yeah, please support, man. I mean, you know, we can spend whatever we got to spend. Let's get Master P here, whatever else get here. Support your independent artists here, man.
Right now,
if you don't give it to let's give back to our own. You know.
Yeah. So let's cycle the dollars. It's only a $20 investment. You can write off your taxes. You can write off as a business. Tell me you're about to go have a meeting over at Shorty Spot.
Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. About to have a business meeting over at the concert. Let's go on over.
Well, I'm telling you right now, y'all not gonna miss it, man. Because y'all trying to hear about it, I'm like, oh man, I wish I was there. It's gonna be nice, man.
What's up with the venue? I've never heard
of it. Man, I like the spot. It's a great spot.
Stage
is a great stage to perform in. It's a nice area, nice room, and like I said, man, it's just all around great atmosphere. No matter how much steps you got to walk them down those steps, whatever. Everything's main level. Walking in and out, checking in and out. They're pretty good there. They're really nice people at the Wire Club. I really appreciate them for taking my calls and setting this up for me, and checking on me and making sure I get everything I wanted, and make sure I got, you know, like I said, everything I wanted. They call and check on it if they need anything, if I need anything, and they're trying to do make the show successful too as well. They really are. So there's people there.
Let's come out and support a couple of businesses. You know, the Wire Pub, that is a business, y'all. And my man Shorty is conducting his business within that establishment. So let's go support both businesses that night.
Money Vault Entertainment. Yeah, that's business coming right there. That's my business coming. Forgot to say that. Money Vault Entertainment.
Say it one more time.
Money Vault Entertainment, which is the LLC of my company. We're just bringing him here.
Money Vault
Entertainment.
Shout out to my team, my squad, First String Comics, my boys Cameron Edwards, Sherman Wells, BZ Pinero, Roosevelt Scott, and Brianna Brewer. First String, baby, yeah.
All right. Omaha, man, it is 10:37. We're about to get out of here. I gotta finish a grant. due by 4 o'clock.
Okay.
I think I got it pretty much done.
Well, I just want to say this Boss Morning Show has been brought to you by Meals to You
All right.
402. My girl Sierra Phillips. Y'all support her. She's having Soul Sunday menu, soul food, y'all,
Mhm.
on Sunday. Yes, April 3rd. And then she's doing it again April 10th. All right, 12 to 6. Come out. The menu: fried catfish, fried and smothered chicken, chicken fried steak with gravy, jerk smoked turkey legs, and all the sides and fixings. Y'all come out and support her. She's doing a big Meals to You 402. Call 402-403-2414 for more information. 402-403-2414. She does do deliveries as well, I believe.
And then also we're sponsored by the Rib Shack Smokehouse on 108th and Q. They have their lunch special today, $8.95. Man, you get some bones, you get some pulled pork, or you get some chicken, you get some brisket, or you get some ribs, whatever you want. That includes a drink and a side for $8.95. You gotta eat. You gotta eat. You gotta eat.
We
You
gotta
gotta
eat.
eat. You gotta eat.
And my boy Jilly Dogs, he just posted he's gonna be on 90th and 90th and Maple by the Firestone.
When
with
today?
his hot dog stand today. He's back out.
Okay.
He's back out.
And then Lionel's is open. Lionel's. Oh, I went up there the other day. I had me some fried, some fried pork chops, and some scrambled eggs, some grits,
Lionel's is
some
open.
pancakes. Man,
Everybody coming back out.
Lionel's open on 16th Street, y'all. Go let Hashim know I pull up on Hashim and his mama.
Right. Lionel's. Where's
Pull up
that
on
at?
up. There you go.
Shout out to
On
Lionel.
16th, just north of Locust. 1
16th
block
and
north of
Locust.
Locust. They open it. They let them know that the boss sent them. I get a perk. I get a free pork chop sandwich. Hey, let them know
Pork chop
that.
sandwich.
Spread the word, y'all, so he can eat.
And then also make sure you guys come out next weekend. We probably have Shorty come back, mob on us again next Friday. Just
will.
mob with us,
Okay.
and then so you guys can support a local business, independent business, man.
Yeah, I
we,
definitely
and
hear
we don't
next
show
Friday,
love to
y'all.
ourselves.
Hang
We're
out
gonna
with
show
y'all.
love to us.
Okay.
Any shouts out, guys, for you guys? I know y'all got kids, y'all got mamas, y'all got girlfriends, y'all got husbands, y'all got wives, y'all got nieces, y'all got nephews.
My wife, and my 5 kids. Yeah, I got 5 of them. Y'all know what I like to do.
Shout out to my better half. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cotton and all my kids, all the girls. I love y'all. My mom, and all the team, man. Everybody who's supporting this right here, man. Shout out to y'all, all the squad, all the members who's gonna be on the show. Everybody, Zoe, you guys yourself, man. Shout out y'all, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you for having us, man. At short notice.
No problem. No problem.
95.7 bars.
All right now.
Martine, what you got? Anything going on this weekend? No taxes.
We're doing taxes still strong. Advanced Tax Solutions, 6311 Ames Avenue. Come. We're still open, and tax time is coming up. The deadline is April 18th. So we're now in April. So it's down to the wire now. Yes.
It's done.
Mm-hmm.
I live that ASAP.
So yes, and small business owners, come see me. I know y'all can't get away from filing taxes. You're gonna have to file taxes one day. And
Right
plus
now.
we're getting all this grant money and stuff, and you gotta have
Oh,
your
yeah.
taxes done to receive it.
I'm telling you.
So let's do it legitly and get your businesses registered too. We do help with LLC and EIN registration.
I'm telling you, right now, I want to give shouts out to our senators, Senator Wayne and Senator McKinley, but also I want to give shouts out to all the rural senators that have voted to bring money to North Omaha.
Yes.
Man,
We get it.
Shatron, Scouts Bluffs, Ogallala, Meade, where you want. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all acknowledging the need for North and South Omaha, without a doubt. But I'm telling y'all that Omahans, particularly Black and Brown Omahans, if you have a business, it's time to come out the shadows.
That's right.
Yes.
Come into the light.
Look into the light.
I'm telling you.
Got light skinned when he did
Hey,
that. The light came out like, "Who else is light skinned?"
You're gonna leave a lot of money on the table for your
I'm telling
business if you don't.
I'm telling you, I'm testifying, y'all. I'm telling you, before I went to advanced tax, I always paid taxes. When I left advanced tax, ching.
Cha-ching.
So she filed my taxes in an appropriate way because I developed a business and connected with my personal, and now I can gain certain deductibles in order to cash in on the results. But everybody have a particular knowledge. Martine have a particular knowledge and skill set, and so if you come out the shadows and do your business right, I guarantee you she will bring money to you. I guarantee you. And then also with all this money passing through the unicameral again, and praise to all our senators across Nebraska, we got hundreds of millions of dollars that's going to be coming to our community, but you got to have your business in line to access these millions of dollars. So get with Martine. You can even have a startup. You don't even have to have your business established yet. It had to be an idea, but let's get it started because these dollars are going to be coming out for the next 5 years. These Biden dollars. Right now, I'm writing for Trump dollars, and Trump been out of office.
There's still money.
I'm writing for Trump dollars. So let's prepare ourselves because these dollars are coming down, and we got all these immigrants that are coming in here. You know what they're gonna do?
Get that money.
They're gonna get that money.
And we've been sitting here all this time,
whining, complaining, and all that bull crap. No, ain't no more time to whine. Ain't no time. I tell y'all, since y'all men like to go strip club. Oh yeah, I know y'all like going to strip club, man. I know y'all be telling about it. But the new strip club is the federal government. That's the federal government. The new strip club is the federal government, but you gotta have a business.
You gotta have
because they raining down dollars, y'all.
Man, I rain down dollars. My bedroom.
They raining down dollars.
I get money myself. I told the air swing around myself.
And if you have a business and you're not registered with Secretary of State, get it done.
Yes.
They're gonna check.
Yeah,
they're gonna do their check.
So even your entertainment business, you need to be registered because money came down for the federal government for entertainment business.
Yep, all you artists out there,
comedians.
Come on now.
I mean, if you're registered, if you got an LLC under your own name, then you losing money because you're a business. Because so if you lost bookings, if you lost dates where dates got canceled,
right?
You can apply for the federal government and get that ching. But if you're an artist, if you're not developing an LLC,
right?
You're not taking advantage of your God-given talents. You're giving it away to everybody else.
Yeah.
So let's get this money.
That's right.
Man, shouts out, man, my brother Wayne, Senator Wayne. Every bill came up, he stepped up. Can I get some of that money? Can I get some of that money? And the other white senators, the European senators, said, well, ain't that enough? They'll say, no. He kept stepping on that mic. Give me some more money. Give me some more money. Give me some more money. I like that senator. And they all come back to us, but we got to be prepared to get that money.
That's
and
right.
you go to Martine, she will prepare you. I'm prepared.
We're doing a lot.
You see, I'm writing 2 grants. That's due today. I already got both mine gonna be done. And we're talking about, I'm writing 6 figures.
We're doing a lot of LLCs. I'm so busy with LLC registrations, EIN registrations right now.
Get the money, y'all.
People are listening and they are tuning in and they're getting themselves in position. It's about being in position.
Yeah. So you don't have to have a business. It could be an idea. Or if you've been doing it and you want to get right, there's free resources if you need help with bonding or whatever else you need help with. There's help in this community. It's done for free. It's free. Right now, before I get out of here, shouts out to UNO. And if you want to
on the show,
April 19th and 20th, if government contracting conference, the government is looking for vendors like you. And they do entertainment too at their parties.
Do you want to do business with the government? Heck yeah, that's a big
You got Offutt Air Force Base. They got about $5 billion that Congressman bought because all the housing they built. So they're gonna need people to clean up. And once they're building it, clean it, all types of stuff.
Cha-ching.
I do conventions too.
See, that's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about.
Big boss.
See, conferences, they gotta have entertainment.
Yeah, they do.
I went to a conference and I was they had brought Slick Rick in. I forgot who and we had a big conference, black conference. They brought Slick Rick in at night. So because we did biz all day, now it's time to entertain.
Yeah. Cocktails.
That's contracts, gentlemen. But you have no business. You just want to be a regular artist and not a business type of artist. You're gonna miss out on opportunities. Yeah. So again, over at UNO, introduce your company and products and services to government buyers and prime contractors. Keatwit is going to be there. UNO, UNL, Offutt, the veterans, even Nebraska Indian College is going to be there. They all need vendors like you. You could be into janitorial services. You could be in IT. You can be a caterer.
Food. I was going to say the food
It
industry.
doesn't make a difference. You got to be in the room, though, and take advantage of these opportunities, y'all. Without
I'll
doubt.
shake some hands, seal some deals.
Period out. And then if you can't, fake it till you make it.
There you go.
You heard? You heard?
That's the word of the day right there.
Right.
Fake it till you make it, baby.
I done made it. I faked it until I made it. Hey. You got to do it. You got to do something.
And as Dr. Keisha Hawkins said, you know, you can sometimes be an imposter till you make it.
Yeah. Fake it till you make it. I like that.
Well, before we get out of here, of course, you know, this is one of my top 3 songs because, you know, after Black Power, We the People, I Am Legend.
Yes, sir.
Oh man. That's one of the most inspiration. Just build your self-esteem and let us know, man. We legends over here. What y'all talking about?
Right.
We ain't no slave.
You and me are not the same.
No, we sure ain't.
We're not the same.
Boss with us.
And we out here, Martine. Make sure you guys go to 6311 Ames Avenue. Make sure there's a long line. Get that cash. Chi-chi.
I'm a legend. You and me are not the same. Check the bloodline again. I'm off. Okay, I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm off. Legend. I'm a legend. You and me are not the same. Check the bloodline again. I'm off. Okay, I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm off. Legend. I'm like Bruce Lee. When I enter the dragon, girl, I'm like Tech 9. When I enter I'm like Spike Lee, cause I do the right thing. Boy, I'm like Chief Keef, cause I'm gang. I am just like Malcolm, get it by any means. I am just like Martin Luther, even though I'm a king. I am Huey P. Newton, I'm black, I know I got the power. I am Hannibal Lecter, all these beats I devour. I am Wiz Khalifa, I been smoking back to back. I am just like you, I been getting to the bag. I am just like me, I feel like ain't nobody better. I am just like Flame, but you know I'm a legend. You and me are not the same. Check the bloodline again. I'm off. Okay, I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm off. Legend. I'm a legend. You and me are not the same. Check the bloodline again. I'm off. Okay, I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm off. Legend. I'm a legend. Yeah, I'm perfection. How you gonna kill me? Nigga, I'm the weapon. I ain't worried about the killers. I ain't worried about the hitters. I'm worried about money and how we gon' get it. I'm rich. I'm full of them bags. I'm just like Hawk. I'm known to smash. I crash the beats. I stump the streets. I'm just like August. I'm known for heat. Fresh out the pot. I'm dripping through the sauce. Key to the whip. I'm known to take off. Squad the team. We all go off. But I'm totally dancing. And I hope it's gonna bomb it. You and me are not the same. Check the bloodline again. I'm off. Okay, I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm off. Legend. I'm a legend. You and me are not the same. Check the bloodline again. I'm off. Okay, I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm off. Legend. I'm a
Bloodline, son of the sun, I'm fully melanated, black power in the sky, fully activated, captivate the mass when I speak. Every head bowing digit is glorified king, oh precious man child, Blackfoot, color of copper, I came from the dirt, legendary, mine in the sky, my body's mother earth, walked through the valley of death and came out a king. Joseph, they ain't cut from my cloth, I saw so many dreams. I'm in the den with the lions, now they calling me Daniel. I went to sleep as a peasant, I woke up as a pharaoh. No longer will I walk, I'm riding on a camel. Zulu warrior, bow and arrow, eyes on the spirit.
You and me are not the same. Check the bloodline again. I'm off. Okay, I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm off. Legend. I'm a legend.
You and me are not the same. Bloodline making up. Gang, I'm a gang. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm a legend. I'm a
There is nothing greater than the relationship I have with you. And through my situations, you've always been there for me to carry me through. The love you've given me is what opened up my eyes when I was blind. Now here I stand with a testimony, no doubt about it. You are the best thing that's ever happened to me. Thank you. Ooh, thank you. Lord, we want to say thank you for the marvelous things, for the marvelous things you've done for me. There were many times I laid awake at night wondering why things in my life just wasn't going right. I had to face the truth. I cannot do nothing without you. He's always there. He loves and cares. I know he's always there. His love is forever. His love so real. Oh, taste and see. His love is always real. Thank you. Every day I will want to say thank you for waking us up this morning, and we say thank you for the marvelous things, for the marvelous things you've done for me. Hold on to God's unchanging hand. You gotta hold on, don't let it go. No. You will never be the same again. He will take care of you. He will take care of you. Thank you. I want to say thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I say thank you. Lord, we want to thank you.
I can't commit to nobody, baby. You know? Last woman I gave my heart to, man.
So I don't got the stars, boy.
I'm still picking up the pieces. Shit. All the ring ring and I proposed to you. All them hidden secrets I ain't supposed to you. Girl, you had me thinking I was close to you, but now that love is overdue. It ain't about our time, then I'm a ghost to you. I just think our times mean the most to you. You don't see the wrong you do. You ain't see the love that I was showing you, and you don't seem to think I got emotions too. But girl, I gave my soul to you. Father, only you know what I'm going through. Please tell me what else am I supposed to do? I was hoping maybe you could heal a heart that's cut wide open. Cause I don't seem to have any emotion. When before I lost my heart, my love was golden. I'm heartbroken. When I was trying to fight that case, and you hung up in my face, I wish the tables turned so I could show you how it tastes. How would you feel if you went to jail and love and got replaced? How would you feel if the love you thought was real was really fake? How would you feel if the love and time you put in was a waste? I was too real with my love and time, and that was my mistake. Walk in my shoes and tell me you wouldn't feel like a disgrace. These are lifelong memories and they'll never be erased. I deal with them every day. I've been hurting every way. I'm used to being betrayed. Got so used to being played. But I'm more mad at myself. I had the choice and chose to stay. Cause you justify everything you do and say like it's okay. Yeah, I was hoping maybe you could heal a heart that's cut wide open. Cause I don't seem to have any emotion. When before I lost my heart, my love was golden. I'm heartbroken. Broken hearted, yeah, it feel like an emergency. My heart been hurting me. I feel like murder. Everybody who claim they love me and deserted me, I might as well add everybody to the murder scene. My heart so broke, it ain't no fixing, it was surgery. I wish I knew a way to fix these problems with some urgency. Maybe it's just my intuition alerting me they don't deserve the king. They deserve somebody worse than me. Cause in my head I see everybody else versus me. On top of that, my big brother went down for first degree. Before he left me, he tried to get me to learn some things, but I was immature and ain't want nobody coerce me. Nobody would encourage me. I took it personally, and that's what made a monster burst out in the merch for me. Cause I looked out for everybody that would turn to me, and I can't find no help now that my situation's worse. I was hoping maybe you could heal a heart that's cut wide open. Cause I don't seem to have any emotion. When before I lost my heart, my love was golden. I'm heartbroken. If you ain't helping me, you harming me. I'm just trying to fix myself.
Yeah, I want it all. Yeah, I want it all. Everything. Yeah, I want it all. That mean everything. The houses and cars, the hottest bars, the fortune and fame. I want it all. A life full of hope from the lines that I wrote. Through the pursuit of happiness, man. I want it all. A sense to belong, a crown and the throne. The king going dumb, just try to put the kingdom on. There's only one thing that I know. It's a 25th game and I'm ready to go. I want it all. In this petty game and they might go. Change my lanes in this petty game and I might blow. Residual dinero, I might get a little more. Or I can run with the Taliban, just like the Menace Clan. Ramshackle through my way to get more. And I was getting recognition instead of going on missions and ripping the frame out of everything I know existed. I ain't the only one deserving to get his ass kissed. When I live with individuals who lyrically live everything that they know they've done, just to take care of their children who sit across their rooms and listen to their parents to go try good stuff for a living, wishing they could give them Rich's daughter lifestyle of rich and famous where Robert Leach is, but I ain't tripping cause it's gonna happen cause I just spoke it into existence and you the witness. Listen, now who laughing? I want it all. That mean everything. The houses and cars, the hottest bars, the fortune and fame. I want it all. A life full of hope from the lines that I wrote. Through the pursuit of happiness, man. I want it all. A sense to belong, a crown and the throne. The king going dumb, just try to put the kingdom on. There's only one thing that I know. Well, it's a 25th game and I'm ready to go. I want it all. And the situation's critical. Step on the gas, watch how fast life come at you full blown. On my honor, the drama, so intense you feel it though. And I heard it's my turn to feed the world with memento. Had an alternatum to take the nation by storm. By any form, I decided to come back and just hit them like an umbilical. I can watch the week that burn them like 10-4. In any form, I decided to just roll with the spiritual. We got the monopoly, we don't pass go. I know youngsters who pop and go with 44s, and they ain't even reached 14 years old. No for life is rolling around on rack and strolling on death row. It's the part of the game the books don't teach us though. But they said we could be taught though. But if I remember correctly, the oldest anatomy of humanity scholars we found was Hebrew and minus wrong. I want it all, that mean everything. The houses and cars, the hottest bars, the fortune and fame. I want it all. A life full of hope from the lines that I wrote. You know the pursuit of happiness, man. I want it all. A sense to belong, a crown and the throne. The king going dumb, just try to put the kingdom on. There's only one thing that I know. It's a 25th I aim and I'm ready to go. I want it all. That mean everything. The houses and cars, the hottest bars, the fortune and fame. I want it all. A life full of hope from the lines that I wrote. You know the pursuit of happiness, man. I want it all. A sense to belong, a crown and the throne. The king going dumb, just try to put the kingdom on. There's only one thing that I know. It's a 25th I aim and I'm ready to go. I want it all.
It's an everyday struggle just to get by. This ain't playing, gotta get by. Doing my grind, I'ma get by. Get by, I'ma get by. Get by, I'ma get by. Get by, I'ma get by, I'ma get by. Nowadays rolling too deep. Me and my partners be coolin'. Grinding to get it and stack it up, rack it up, split it up, blessings we doin'. Get to be asking what's up. Ay, I'm trying to stay out the way. Head on the swivel, I'm watching the walkers that push on your soul every day. I'm dope. Ay, I'm so organic. Yeah. We pushing product. What? We set the standards. Ay. Every day you gotta elevate. Always be pushing to get more. Always be listening to intuition. I promise to God you'll get more. It's an everyday struggle just to get by. This ain't playing, gotta get by. I'ma get by. Get by. Get by, I'ma get by. Get by, I'ma get by, I'ma get by. Breaking the mold, man, I'm different from most. Pops had a hold of my head, bro. Soaking the game up until I came up to a time when I needed to flip mode. Niggas be asking what's up. I'm trying to stay out the way. Swinging and switching lanes with the thing. I promise my mama I'll change, but I'm dope. Hey, I'm so fantastic. Hey, you see the drip, where you can have it. Hey, if you really want to get up and get it, my nigga, there ain't no excuses. Look at your life, and if you ain't satisfied, trying to change up the deuces. It's an everyday struggle just to get by. This ain't playing, gotta get by. Doing my grind, I'ma get by. Get by, I'ma get by. Get by, I'ma get by. Get by, I'ma get by, I'ma get by.
The Calices Multiple Melanoma Foundation presents the biannual auction gala dinner, April 8th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the UNO Thomas Center, located at 6705 Dodge Street. Hosted by yours truly. Come and learn about this rare blood disease and support the Calices Multiple Melanoma Foundation, which is a proud supporter of KOWN 95.7, The Boss. Lady Faye's Variety Treats is serving lunch and dinner Monday through Saturdays inside the Easy Drive Package Store, located at 5124 North 24th Street, opening up at noon every day. Get the best meal you had all week with Lady Faye's Variety Treats inside the Easy Drive Package Store, 5124 North 24th Street, or call 402-706-3305, 402-706-3305 to pre-order. Lady Faye's Variety Treats is a proud supporter of KOWN 95.7, The Boss.
Cha-ching. It's that time again, tax time. This year, get with the tax pros at Advanced Tax Solutions. We'll help you find every tax deduction you deserve to help you get the max back. Do you have a small business? No worries. We specialize in small business tax returns and help you prepare your Schedule C profit and loss statement. Don't leave any money on the table. Get back every dollar you deserve from Solutions today at 402-90557 or stop by our office located at 6311 Ames Avenue. Use our 24/7 Dropbox service for your convenience. Get the max back today. Advanced Tax Solutions now serving the Omaha community and all 50 states. Call 402-972-0557 today.
Advanced Tax is a proud supporter of KOWN 95.7, The Boss.
Do you want confidence, accountability, and clarity for your child? Is he or she struggling with one or more subjects in school? Sign up today at Free Time Fund Foundation or call 402-591-9598. You can also check out our Facebook page for more information. Services are very affordable and tutoring is in all subjects, grades 3rd through 8th, advanced specialty courses, and GED assistance. What makes us different is that we offer alternate learning techniques and study habits that help prepare a variety of individuals at all levels. We meet you where you are, and our 8-week sessions can be online, at select libraries, or in person. 10% of all of our profits go directly back into the youth community group and services as donations at the Omaha metro area to support our next generation. Check us out today at Free Time Fund Foundation, 402-591-9598. You'll be so glad you did. At Free Time Fund Foundation, and I am a proud sponsor of 95.7 The Boss.
The Calices Multiple Melanoma Foundation presents the biannual auction gala dinner April 8th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the UNO Thomas Center, located at 6705 Dodge Street. Hosted by yours truly. Come and learn about this rare blood disease and support the Calices Multiple Melanoma Foundation, which is a proud supporter of KOWN 95.7, The Boss.
Yeah. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Jay Afterlife, better known as K-Town Jay. Go ahead and tap in with me on all social media platforms. We drop one of the hottest projects in the streets. Sorry for the wait. Price of Fame available right now everywhere. We got Tep Flop, we got Benji Bags, we got Cold Case, Lewis Mackey, and all some of the greatest here right here in the city. So go ahead and tap in on the project, baby. Grade A Strength, Grade A Smoke, till we on gas. 95.7 The Boss. Let's move, baby.
Lady Faye's Sweet Variety Treats is now serving breakfast and lunch Monday through Saturday at the Easy Drive Packaging Store. That's 5124 North 24th Street. Get the best meal you had all week with Lady Faye serving breakfast and lunch at the Easy Drive Packaging Store, 5124 North 24th Street, Monday through Saturday.
Lady Faye's Variety Treats is serving lunch and dinner Monday through Saturdays inside the Easy Drive Package Store, located at 5124 North 24th Street. Opening up at noon every day. Get the best meal you had all week with Lady Faye's Variety Treats inside the Easy Drive Package Store, 5124 North 24th Street, or call 402-706-3305, 402-706-3305 to pre-order. Lady Faye's Variety Treats is a proud supporter of KOWN 95.7 The Boss.
Cha-ching! It's that time again, tax time. This year, get with the tax pros at Advanced Tax Solutions. We'll help you find every tax deduction you deserve to help you get the max back. Do you have a small business? No worries. We specialize in small business tax returns and help you prepare your Schedule C profit and loss statement. Don't leave any money on the table. Get back every dollar you deserve from Uncle Sam. Call Advanced Tax Solutions today at 402-972-0557 or stop by our office located at 6311 Ames Avenue. Use our 24/7 Dropbox service for your convenience. Get the max back today. Advanced Tax Solutions now serving the Omaha community and all 50 states. Call 402-972-0557 today.
Advanced Tax is a proud supporter of KOWN 95.7 The Boss.
Do you want to increase confidence, accountability, and clarity for your child? Is he or she struggling with one or more subjects in school? Sign up today at Free Time Fund Foundation or call 402-591-9598. You can also check out our Facebook page for more information. Services are very affordable and tutoring is in all subjects, grades 3rd through 8th, advanced specialty courses, and GED assistance. What makes us different is that we offer alternate learning techniques and study habits that help prepare a variety of individuals at all levels. We meet you where you are, and our 8-week sessions can be online, at select libraries, or in person. 10% of all of our profits go directly back into the youth community group and services as donations at the Omaha metro area to support our next generation. Check us out today at Free Time Fund Foundation, 402-591-9598. You'll be so glad you did. At Free Time Fund Foundation, and I am a proud sponsor of 95.7 The Boss.
Heart Ministry Center provides food, healthcare, and a way forward to families in Omaha experiencing poverty. You can make the holiday season brighter for your neighbors in need by donating today at heartministrycenter.org or by calling 402-451-2321. Thank you for your generous support.
Heart Ministry Center is a proud supporter of KOWN 95.7 The Boss. The Kalisis Multiple Melanoma Foundation presents the biannual auction gala dinner April 8th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the UNO Thomas Center located at 6705 Dodge Street, hosted by yours truly. Come and learn about this rare blood disease and support the Kalisis Multiple Melanoma Foundation, which is a proud supporter of KOWN 95.7 The Boss.
Yeah. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Jay Afterlife, better known as K-Town J. Go ahead and tap in with me on all social media platforms. We drop one of the hottest projects in the streets. Sorry for the wait. Price of Fame available right now everywhere. We got Tep Flop, we got Benji Bags, we got Cold Case, Lewis Mackey, and all some of the greatest here right here in the city. So go ahead and tap in on the project, baby. Grade A strength, Grade A smoke, till we on gas. 95.7 The Boss. Let's move, baby.
Lady Faye's Sweet Variety Treats is now serving breakfast and lunch Monday through Saturday at the Easy Drive Packaging Store. That's 5124 North 24th Street. Get the best meal you had all week with Lady Faye serving breakfast and lunch at the Easy Drive Packaging Store, 5124 North 24th Street, Monday through Saturday.
Lady Faye's Variety Treats is serving lunch and dinner Monday through Saturdays inside the Easy Drive Package Store located at 5124 North 24th Street. Opening up at noon every day. Get the best meal you had all week with Lady Faye's Variety Treats inside the Easy Drive Package Store, 5124 North 24th Street, or call 402-706-3305, 402-706-3305 to pre-order. Lady Faye's Variety Treats is a proud supporter of KOWN 95.7 The Boss.
Cha-ching! It's that time again, tax time. This year, get with the tax pros at Advanced Tax Solutions. We'll help you find every tax deduction you deserve to help you get the max back. Do you have a small business? No worries. We specialize in small business tax returns and help you prepare your Schedule C profit and loss statement. Don't leave any money on the table. Get back every dollar you deserve from Uncle Sam. Call Advanced Tax Solutions today at 402-972-0557 or stop by our office located at 6311 Ames Avenue. Use our 24/7 Dropbox service for your convenience. Get the max back today. Advanced Tax Solutions now serving the Omaha community and all 50 states. Call 402-972-0557 today.
Advanced Tax is a proud supporter of KOWN 95.7, The Boss. LDB Enterprises is your one-stop shop. Purchase hundreds of household products such as toys, games, fashions, stainless steel accessories, electronics. Located at 7009 South 107th Street. Customers drop in Monday to Friday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. first Saturdays of every month. LDB Enterprises also engaged in providing PPE products such as N95 masks, KN95 masks, and other accessories. Also buy CD covers, DVDs, and USB accessories. Only at ldbmart.com. For more information, 402-991-1999. Only at ldbmart.com. LDB Enterprises is a proud supporter of KOWN 95.7, The Boss.
Freedomtainment invites you to the Omaha Freedom Festival, a celebration of Juneteenth, Saturday, June 18th at the Malcolm X Outside Event Plaza. This outdoor event will be a free-to-all-ages cultural event with arts and crafts, carnival games, food, entertainment, and more. There will be an evening concert featuring Raheem Devon, Tink, and other artists to be announced, hosted by Josh Jones with music by DJ Chain. Doors open at 7 and the show starts at 8. For more information and to download a free day pass or purchase an evening concert ticket, click OmahaFreedomFestival.com.
The Kalisis Multiple Melanoma Foundation presents the biannual auction gala dinner April 8th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the UNO Thomas Center located at 6705 Dodge Street. Hosted by yours truly. Come and learn about this rare blood disease and support the Kalisis Multiple Melanoma Foundation, which is a proud supporter of KOWN 95.7, The Boss.
Wash your hands. Sanitize. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. Sanitize as often as you can.
Brought to you by Creighton University. Equity, COVID-19 Project, North Omaha, and Healthy Village Collaborative. For more information, please go to empoweromaha.com/HVC.
Treats is now serving breakfast and lunch Monday through store. That's 5124 North 24th Street. Get the best meal you had all week with Lady Face serving breakfast and lunch at the Easy Drive Packaging Store, 5124 North 24th Street. Monday through Saturday. Lady Faye's Variety Treats is serving lunch and dinner Monday through Saturdays inside the Easy Drive Package Store located at 5124 North 24th Street, opening up at noon every day. Get the best meal you had all week with Lady Faye's Variety Treats inside the Easy Drive Package Store, 5124 North 24th Street, or call 402-706 3305 402-706-3305 to pre-order. Lady Faye's Variety Treats is a proud supporter of KOWN 95.7, The Boss.
Cha-ching! It's that time again, tax time. This year, get with the tax pros at Advanced Tax Solutions. We'll help you find every tax deduction you deserve to help you get the max back. Do you have a small business? No worries. We specialize in small business tax returns. Don't leave any money on the table. from Uncle Sam. Call Advanced Tax Solutions today at 402-972-0557 or 6311 Ames Avenue. For convenience, get the max back today. Advanced Tax Solutions now serving the Omaha community and all 50 states. 72-0557 today.
Quarter of KOWN 95.7, The Boss.
Do you want to increase confidence, accountability, and clarity for your child? Is he or she struggling with one or more subjects in school? Sign up today at Free Time Fund Foundation or call 402-591-9598. You can also check out our Facebook page for more information. Services are very affordable and tutoring is in all subjects, grades 3rd through 8th, advanced specialty courses, and GED assistance. What makes us different is that we offer alternate learning techniques and study habits that help prepare a variety of individuals at all levels. We meet you where you are, and our 8-week sessions can be online at select libraries. Profits go directly back into the youth community group in the metro area to support our next generation. Check us out today at Free Time Fund Foundation, 402-591-9598. Fund Foundation, and I am a proud sponsor of